through pain as well.
What kind of pain, Josh?
Watching first 3 seasons in a week.
That's not pain. That's just self-torment. You can't get pain from what you inflict on yourself. It's just common rule of reality.
No, there was definitely pain. Pain was had.
Besides, that was all your fault.
It was not my fault.
Yes, it was. And you know it.
No, it wasn't. I was dared.
You were dared, and you took the dare like a pansy.
What do you mean, like a pansy? I got $50 out of that.
Congratulations. You suffered through something you could have just easily paced through and got your own $50 by, I don't know, getting a freaking job. By the way, congratulations on your job. They now know that now.
Yay.
How long are you going to stay out of frame like a pleb?
I don't know. When there's something.
What do you mean?
I'm in frame now.
I can't tell because, you know, the delay and whatnot.
Well, I am definitely in frame.
Well, okay then.
Probably.
Anyway, hi everybody.
Yeah, I'm in frame.
Hi, hey. Yeah, I'm happy to make this live stream after I got done with the Smash Animatic. That took me 4 days, almost 5 days to complete, and it was because I was having fun and I had some sleepless nights. At least one.
It wasn't sleepless nights.
Yes, it was. I was just sitting there in my bedroom waiting for you to go to sleep so I could use your computer, standing there thinking about the animatic and thinking about what's going to do what. Who's going to be who? Damn it, who's going to be Samus? Momo.
But why would you do that? Why not play the several games that you still have?
Yeah, to bring up the topic before the topic goes really out of left field. Generation 5. Since this is a completely nowhere topic, neither I know, you can participate this as well and what you think to expect or want to see. Since you already watched the first 3 seasons and despise it, what would have made you not hate it? Because we could binge watch all of Naruto apparently, and you would be perfectly fine with that in a span of a few short weeks. But MLP, no. That's where you draw the line.
I think it was more the fact of half the voices kind of annoyed me after a while with that kind of binge. And it was also the story of the lack of it.
What do you mean the lack of story? In season 1, you had random hijinks mixed in with 2 guys who, well, one person wants to destroy everyone. In season 2, you have 2 people who want to destroy everyone, one being a god and the other one being a bug. Season 3, you got a king guy who didn't have much screen time, but he was a good-ass cloud, and princess. What story can you not follow? And congratulations, you're in frame.
The fact that there isn't an overarching story is what I didn't like.
Season 4, overarching story. Maybe you should have watched it, but you were too busy being a pleb to do such thing, weren't you?
What are you talking about?
Generation 4 had an overarching story. If you can cut out all of those slice of life bits, you have an entire 8 to 9 to 10 episode overarching story. And yet, you didn't seem to care about that. You can call that actual story with some filler arcs inside of it. And I'm going to miss Generation 4 too, guys. It's going to be something. And a transition from Generation 4 to Generation 5. And from the looks of it, this is going to be like the shortest, wait for a new generation I've ever had in my entire life of being a MLP fan. Well, I wouldn't really count myself much as a fan during the Generation 2 through 3.5 era, but I knew it existed.
There's a 3.5?
Yeah, it's Generation 3, but that's the best word I can describe it is as chibi. But it's not really chibi since it's not Japanese. It's just, they're smaller. And I don't really know the basis of it, but if you look at Generation 3 and Generation 3.5, they're just smaller.
What?
And it pains me to look at the colors. I think I got a seizure once.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
Why would they do a lot of things during those generational days, man? They were really pushing the boundary of And these are just for kids. I don't care. I guess probably start reading the whole fan fiction stories. Your canon of the TV series. I don't think the show needs to have an overarching story to be good. It's slice of life show doesn't need interesting. Kijo is a good example. Apparently, through the words of Loud Nut Butter, Kijo's great.
Okay.
Am I right? Kijo's awesome.
Kijo is a special kind of great.
You love it for nothing but the plot, right?
Right. Yes, its total overarching story is amazing. It's about a girl trying to become the best sportswoman ever with her team, and they grow as people. And they figure out new ways to make their bodies push beyond their limits.
I don't know, get in the frame and do this sort of shit. Like, what is wrong with you today?
Fine, I'll get in frame. How do you do?
Awesome. Yeah, but go Shirakachi 3.5. I can put up some images.
Ah, great.
I mean,
fine, do it.
Sure. There you go. They're just babies. But they're grown-ups, but still babies. It's 3.5. And now to contrast, just basically the same, only smaller, right? Josh? Well, there you go.
Okay. What did I just witness?
You just witnessed an era that I'm still trying to suppress in my mind. It's just very hard to do. I know a few episodes. Just need to get those out of my mind.
I remember my sister having some toys that looked like that, but I didn't realize that's what the show looked like.
Did you read the emails? You know me, I don't try to actively look out for stuff that I know I have to be blind for since I have a blind reaction channel. So you're going to have to tell me about what the confines of the emails are if you're going in the discussion. We're just mainly throwing out some random stuff until, maybe just talk about random things, which is how these usually go.
Repress it with pizza.
I do my best with that. I've had a lot of pizza while I was down here. Doing better.
Yeah, especially when I first moved here. We got a lot of pizza. Because I didn't know how to spend money properly. And get groceries. But what I have done is I've replaced all the pizza with Dr. Pepper.
You're gonna die.
So are you.
You first.
You're the one who drinks more Coke.
And Coke is way more healthy for you than Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is filled with a lot of poisons that you're just immune to at this point, but it's going to kick in.
But mine's a doctor.
Uh-huh. Plague doctor!
And yours is a drug.
How dare you? Just because people want to call a drug a particular thing doesn't automatically make the other things that are called the same thing bad. You could have the most interesting concept in the world. It isn't going to work if the characters are boring, annoying, or anything interesting dynamics with other characters.
I mean,
yeah,
definitely the annoying part for me in seasons 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the voices, especially Pinky's.
Come on, that's cheating. Of course it's annoying to you. That's like her shtick.
And
that's her character trait. I know. I'm also the advocate for the guy who's like, okay, just because it's supposed to be written that way doesn't mean I have to like it type of deal. But seriously, if you find Pinkie Pie's voice annoying, then of course you will. Yeah, it has been a while.
How long has it been?
I don't know. A few weeks.
Like, I was gonna say about 2 days.
I'm
pretty sure it's only been 2 days.
No.
Yeah.
No. We did not have a live stream a few days ago.
No, we did.
We didn't.
Yeah. Yesterday.
The last live stream we had was a Steven Universe based one, and that episode's been out for a long time.
No, look, yesterday, we were doing that thing, and I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn in your room, and the day before that, we had the Steven Universe stream.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, still no, but I'm not entirely sure if if it's supposed to be bad to disclose it, then don't disclose it. This live stream is mainly for just ideas that I and Goat may have for a generation at hand. If you want like an in-depth, oh my God, we have this information, so here's what to expect from Generation 5, then I'd suggest going to maybe another person who's actually into that type of thing. Right now, I don't look for it because I don't want to be ruined of the surprise. The only thing that we're able to see, but we're kind of on the fence on whether or not it's real or not, is some character designs, and that's about it.
I mean, I'll be honest. I like the character design leaks.
There you go.
That were supposed leaks. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like leaks very much because sometimes they're real and sometimes they're fake. But what I saw is what I liked, and if that is in fact what's going to be their new look, I find it enjoyable. But that's pretty much all I gotta say about that topic. So,
see, Peace of Mind agrees with me. He says that was 2 days ago.
2 weeks ago.
What are you talking about? That says days.
That says weeks.
No, it doesn't.
Josh, I'm the one with dyslexia here, and you're really testing my patience.
What are you talking about? It says 2DAYS.
How do you feel about G5 being a reboot, yet still using the same characters and practically having them be the same person?
Well, with the character designs we saw, Twilight was like just an Earth pony. And, Applejack was a Pegasus or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. And it's basically okay. Here's the thing. It's not bad or weird that they're doing it like that. If that's exactly what they're doing, just rebooting it, but keeping the same character aesthetic and just changing their race a bit. Because they've been doing that since Generation 1.
Yeah, everyone's been everything.
Yeah, especially with Lauren Faust saying, okay, I want this pony, I think it's Rainbow Dash, to be a Pegasi now. It's like, okay, sure. Why not?
Yeah, she'll just be really fast. Dash a lot.
Yeah, so in Generation 5, if they're going to reboot them and just change certain races up again, I don't see a problem with that. If we're going to have the exact same voice actors with the exact same character, I'm okay with it, but I will say it's missed opportunity to do some experimenting.
I mean, considering how well, actually, I can't really say anything. How different have the generations been, story-wise and character-wise?
Okay. Do you want me to do scales or brief summaries? That doesn't answer my question, Josh.
Brief summaries.
Brief summaries. Generation 1 had very minor stories. Most of Generation 1 would be considered like small mini-movies, you could say. Doing like Monster of the Week. So you got T-Rex being your first real big bad guy, then you have the movie where you got the Smooths being another big bad guy. You basically always have a type of conflict, and what I remember most from Generation 1 is the bad guys, because they scaled from so bad that it's enjoyable to watch them to legitimately terrifying like T-Rex was.
Okay.
Then you have Generation 2, where it was just fucking retarded. Then you got Generation 3, which is again retarded, but less retarded in the sense that at least they were doing things and were attempting to do stuff. Like, I don't want to bring much stuff up, mostly because I'm trying to block it out of memory. I've forgotten most of the things that go on in that stupid show, but Generation, it was just more of like kitty fun stuff, and the biggest threat they probably faced was someone stubbed their toe once. And they wondered why they had toes. That's it.
They wondered why they had toes?
I don't know. I'm probably making that up. But in the end, it's just something stupid like that. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Generation 3 and Generation 3.5, we didn't really have much of conflict. It was just them being cute little ponies doing cute, cringy things.
Cute but cringy things.
You want to hear something really messed up and awesome at the same time? My parents are very cynical. They are, in fact, some of the cynical people that you can know to man, but they're very great people. Mom and Dad, you're amazing. I showed my mom Generation 3 Pinkie Pie And it was in a video on YouTube saying best of Generation 3 Pinkie Pie.
Oh wait, do you mean the one that had that really scary face?
Yeah, no. It's just Generation 3 episodes, but like the best moments of Pinkie Pie in the show. I showed her that, and she was wondering what the hell she was watching and why I was showing her this. And it was like, okay. Then I went to another video called Best of Pinkie Pie in Generation 4. She laughed like 18 times, showcasing that Pinkie Pie is in fact funny in Generation 4. And in Generation 3, everything was terrible. Their attempts at humor is bad, but Generation 4 can make a grown woman happy who doesn't know anything about MLP, by the way, and just was wondering why the heck she was watching the first thing to begin with. So that's good sign. They're doing something right.
Peace of Mind seems to think just like you.
Well, I want to kill people as much as the next guy, man, but you can't just wish for that sort of stuff. You think of the children.
Also, there was a comment a little bit further behind. Would my OC and MLP be a goat?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, more than likely.
But it would probably be a bit more of a smarter goat than what we've seen.
Yeah, the only goat that I really remember is the one that Iron Will has, and he just kind of walks around and eats.
Yeah, that's like the only one that I know.
For me, that full cast for voices, not sing one from the
Derek has a brother?
Huh?
Derek has a brother?
Derek?
Yeah, Derek.
No, I don't remember him having a brother. I know he had a servant.
Scorpion?
Scorpion wasn't his brother, as much as I remember. How do you get a guy with wings and a centaur to be brothers?
Adopted?
Sure. Gen 5 is one thing, it's fine, but a combination is a really stupid decision to change such major things about existing characters. But here's the thing, in Generations, they're meant to be like a reset of the universe. Think Poochie from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and he just resets the universe. A lot of things are the same, but the story beats are different in how they're going to get there and what decisions they make and that sort of thing. So that's what Generation rebooting is. If you take the well-established characters and do absolutely nothing with them, then why make it a new generation? Just call it Generation 4 again. Continuation plus Ultra, I guess.
Yes, Scorpion was apparently his brother.
Okay.
That's weird, though.
It is weird. That's what made me. I think I just forgot because I didn't see the family resemblance, I guess. Alright, spoiler. Spoiler, Jennifer Twilight kills everyone in the first episode. That's neat. They should look.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I'd watch that too.
It sounds like Smile HD.
Yeah, except with Twilight. Even though Pinkie Pie would totally curb stomp her if she felt like it. Whatever.
Well, I mean, she did.
In another reality, Josh. In another reality.
In every reality, she does that.
When did she do it now?
Later.
No. Books about T-Rex life.
It'll be in the end.
Tears brother. King.
That's the final episode of Gen 4, is Smile HD.
Details vary. Generation 4. Easter egg for Gen 4 and Gen 5. I mean, there was Easter egg for Gen 3 and Gen 4, so I don't see why not. What is up with grown-ups and/or, since I have absolutely no clue what your age range is, guys? I'm sorry for age verifying you. But what is up with grown people and wanting a kid show to have death with ponies? Granted, I heard in Pokemon, in the latest season, they had like an on-screen death of a Pokemon, and it was really sad and all that. But that's a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon. We're talking about, like, closest to humans that you can get anthropomorphized ponies.
Do you realize how many times Ash has died?
Like, 7 times.
All of them in a movie.
You possibly reboot these characters and make them better. They're already great. I'm scared that Gen 5 is going to be bad. There's always room for improvement no matter how good a certain thing is. Trust me. You're basically saying that Gen 4 characters are perfect. There's no such thing as perfection, meaning that there is a way to improve upon them in some way. For one thing. So as I think of it, I'll say it. But What would you say? Because I would say, because I like Pinkie Pie the way she is. If you want to see, she got the voice of Jennifer Lawrence or something.
Who's Jennifer Lawrence?
I don't know. It's just a random name that pops in my head.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got it. It's Pinkie Pie, but she has the voice, the tumultuous voice of Bayheck. Yes? Oh, okay.
Goodbye. I didn't need that image in my head.
All right then. Come back soon.
Why do you do this to me?
Because you brought it to my attention. I didn't. You were the one who introduced. You were the one who introduced me to this man, and I'm like, okay, guess this is part of my life now.
It's Bayheck. His voice is so not.
Something happy, kid. I mean, kill the Undertale, but never finished.
I just have just Pinkie Pie in my mind. But Bayheck's voice, and it's terrifying.
Hey, look, here's the first versus comment that I was expecting us to have sooner or later in the stream.
Oh, look at that.
Trixie versus Sunset versus Starlight. First of all, Starlight stomps instantly. She just destroys.
She blew Discord away.
She one-shot Discord without even really trying. She just kind of turned around and said, "Don't worry, I just banished his body into another dimension or something." I don't know. Unlike Discord, they can't come back from that.
What? I saw a piece of mine say something about, like, I don't know. Anyway, why does Goat have a sausage on his shirt? Because first is the Antwort auf alles. It's an old German club t-shirt. It says sausage is the answer to everything.
Nah, I wouldn't go as far as to say that she's much more powerful than Twilight. I will in fact say that she probably has more offensive spells than Twilight, which is a huge difference.
Definitely.
Because Twilight, being a princess, has more magical potential. Starlight has just been a tyrannical ruler for most of her life anyway, so she has more offensive capability. She's able to take away Q marks from people's butts simply by channeling her magic into a stick. She can fly just by using levitation spell on herself. Not many other unicorns are seen doing that, which I'm gonna guess is a hard thing to do, apparently.
It doesn't seem like
it doesn't, but apparently she's the only one who thinks, "Oh, I'll just use my magic to make myself fly." She was on equal playing field with Twilight with the flying dynamic, despite the fact not having any wings. And in fact, you could say she flies better than Twilight.
She definitely flew better.
Just like. Okay, why don't other... It pretty much ruins a lot of things, but whatever. Will there be a spike in Generation 5? There has to be a spike in Generation 5. There's a spike in every generation, even in one of the generations where he's an old fart.
Really?
Yeah, there's one generation where Spike is just an old, wise dragon.
Alright.
It was an interesting take, but I didn't like it. There's always a Spike dragon in all generations. Thank you. I still want Spike to be rarity, even different generations. Unless they can transcend time and space and they'll try to make it not creepy, sure. Transformers has been using the same characters for all. Yeah, every show since the 80s. Yeah, which is another thing I have to bring up. Thank you, Fox Ninja. What is up with like shows putting up reboots for different things? Granted, not every Transformers reboot is good. We'll say that. We'll throw that out there. But then you have gems like the Prime series and.
Wait.
What?
Apparently, there has been self-levitation used by Twilight in Season 3, Episode 2. I don't remember that. Starlight, obviously. And apparently, Trixie.
Episode 19. It's not even out yet. Well, thanks for that. Now I know that's going to happen.
I feel like she wouldn't do very well.
I feel like she wouldn't do any well either, but I would like to have seen her try without knowing it beforehand.
She gets up 2 inches off the ground and be like,
but even
I am the great and powerful Trixie.
But here's the thing, Mr. Spoiler Alert. The ponies you brought up were already adept magic users. I'm talking about random random unicorn ponies who clearly probably don't have much magical potential. Because we've seen Twilight lift a cosmic space bear. I'm pretty sure she can lift herself off the ground. So what about other ponies who probably can't lift a cosmic space bear? Show me examples of that. Even though it's irrelevant, I still would have liked to see my girl try. You know how much I love Trixie. She's like my third favorite character at this point.
Who's your favorite?
My absolute favorite character.
Derpy.
Yeah. But many people are like, you have to stop counting Derpy into every single one. She's now on a new pedestal. Like, you have the list of my favorite ponies, and you have Derpy being at the god center. Like, she's the god of how much I like characters. But then you have to get
she's not allowed to be on the list.
Yeah,
she's too good.
Yeah, when Derpy shows up to the list, it's like, sorry, no professionals and shit like that. So she has to sadly fly away from my list, but she knows where she is. But then you have Trixie, Starlight, and Sunset. I like how Sunset and Starlight, two characters who came later, and who are currently just demolishing the other characters with their character.
All of them have a redemption arc.
All of them have a redemption arc, and they all have the same jokes thrown at them. Just like, remember that time you were evil? Yeah, don't worry. No hard feelings. Dummy. That sort of thing. Again, still ticks me off how Twilight will lend an open hoof to a person who literally destroyed like a bunch of timelines and also enslaved an entire city of people, town of people, and yet Trixie, who was just boasting one time, and then was being mind manipulated by an amulet due to her rage that Twilight indulged within her, will not give her one single chance. Princess of friendship. More like princess of, I don't like you until I have to like you. I didn't know what to say. If I be a MacGuffin like the elements in Gen 4, well, I'm not sure about them having a MacGuffin, but I'm pretty sure they might.
What about an Ex Machina?
What is the difference, Josh?
Well, MacGuffin is the thing that you want to get at the end of the story. And Ex Machina is like pulling something out of your ass because plot armor.
Gotcha. Of course you're going to have that as a kid show. You don't know how many times the Ex Machina showed up in every show. Every episode. Should crossover Transformers. It's possible, considering, both Hasbro and whatnot. Can't levitate herself. Nice.
She probably can't, though.
She probably can't.
Her horn is too heavy.
I still think Spike deserves to have an element of harmony of his own. He does have his element of harmony of his own. He has the element of Spike. What other element do you need in your life?
I thought it was spite.
Spite?
Yeah.
Name one time he was spiteful.
When he was a big old red.
Derpy is on a post-it note labeled Goddess List. I'm going to do that now and put it in the background of one of my videos and just have you wonder why that's there. Prince.
Where are you going to get a pedestal?
I don't know. I'll buy one. Princess, if I don't.
Why would you buy a pedestal specifically for a joke?
Thank you, Princess. I don't like you until I have to like you. Thank you. He sees it as a very good title for a kid.
It is not a good title.
It is a great title.
Just imagine that. It's now arriving, Princess of the Sun, Princess of the Moon, Princess of the Crystal People, Princess of...
I don't like you until I have to like you. Peace of mind. The reason Twilight was so fed up with giving Trixie a chance is because Twilight is just a sense when it comes to her magic abilities being challenged. It's like when someone insults an artist.
But
yeah, I get you. She was intimidated. Trixie is way better at magic and is way better at everything that Twilight has ever done in her life. So of course she was intimidated when she showed up again. I got you, man.
And Starlight isn't.
What? Starlight can give Trixie a good challenge, but in the end, Trixie will come out on top. Why? Because Trixie can saw herself in half. Can Starlight do that? I don't think she can. I like trains.
I'm gonna die here right now.
Hey, dark matter.
I'm gonna force myself to die by pure will.
Transformers, yeah. Good luck with that. Gen 5 series will be a bit more mature. No, that's not for 7 years, but older. Fantastical violence. Fantastical violence. Just under a level MLP. Fantastic word. I like the fantastical violence that was in the end of season 4. I mean, that was like the fantastical violence that I would love to see in every episode. But you know me,
dude,
being a DBZ tard.
If that was the entire show, then of course, who would not watch it?
No one. I disagree with that. It's not because Trixie challenged her. It's because Trixie bad influence on Starlight. I don't think Trixie can make a bad influence on anyone in the history of anywhere, because Trixie is just a girl who wants to be loved, and not many people are loving her. So she's trying to get the attention by boasting, and it's just maybe going in the wrong direction. And maybe she is a tad narcissistic. That's why I love her.
A tad.
Just a tiny bit.
She refers to herself in the third person as the great and powerful Trixie.
She's only stating fact. What's the problem? Next you're going to say, grass can grow. Oh, suddenly I'm being a narcissistic jerk. The boy breathing air known as John is in front of you. What's the problem with that?
The problem is that you are not in front of me. You are to my side.
Whatever, man. And that was just a statement. I wasn't saying
and also,
anything
you are
now.
not a boy.
I am a boy. Gay couple.
There is only one.
There's a lot of gay couples in Generation 4. What are you talking about?
I was more talking about there was only one boy.
Yeah, I know. But we're not playing God of War right now, man. Reading comments, and they're just going by very fast, and you're missing a bunch. And it's like, there should be a gay couple in Generation 5. There's already a lot of gay couples in MLP. It's heavily implied. It's never going to be shown, but it's heavily implied.
Dude, it's like there's, what, AJ and Rarity? Is that one?
No. AJ, Rarity, AJ, Rainbow Dash, AJ, and Twilight, AJ's with everyone.
AJ's a fucking player.
Yeah. Oh, punish. Trixie would kick Starlight off. Yeah. Trixie with all the alicorns and Sunset is ass. She holds back because of her raw power. Yeah, she's only using like 2% of her actual strength throughout the entire show. You do not want her to unleash the beast.
What would the beast do? Throw some fucking dust in my direction and be like, poof, and then run behind a curtain?
Fantastical violence not allowed in season 4. You know that T-Rex threw her into a mountain, right? And then proceeded to ram her through said mountain. Physically. This was a physical thing. So what you're saying is no physical violence can be shown. Fantastical violence, apparently. What's the definition of fantastical violence? Because if he's gonna kick him in the face, and it's not equivalent to T-Rex throwing her into a mountain and ramming her through a mountain, I don't see the standard here.
I'm not sure.
At all. You see, stop. Elijah Wood, Purdy, Spike's teenage voice. Really, I didn't notice. To be fair, I wasn't paying attention. Do you think Earth Pony can be an alicorn? Yes. There's a lot of Earth Ponies that can be alicorns. All you need to do is find Princess anyone and then just turn into a princess. Because the princess process is apparently stupid.
The princesses just have to say, you're a princess now.
What? Oh. Good.
But I'm a dude. Yeah, well, you're a girl now. Congratulations, you are now a progressive.
Yay. Great. Spike would fight an evil doppelganger of himself, and poof, he's the best. He already kind of proved that he's the best by being just the best. I don't see why he has to prove himself.
I thought, who is the best here?
Just because someone's the best doesn't mean they're my favorite pony.
I know, but who is the best?
The best? The best? The best? To me, it's Trixie. She is always the best. Alright. Sure. Probably have more intense combat for the whole series. We'll take inspiration from all things in anime. So basically MLP anime. That's what you said before with the designs.
Yeah.
Chrissy versus Saitama, that's a trick question. They'll cancel each other out and the universe will implode. Everyone knows that. He versus Saitama could be replaced by 7-year-old children, like punching each other. Lasers are all imagination. Did you not bring up the whole ramming into a mountain deal? That doesn't defeat my question. Not to mention there was violence like that during the changeling fight, right? When they were bucking other people and literally punching them.
Oh yeah.
So what? I'm not seeing the standard here. If they're gonna not do it here, why do it there? And that was like 2 generations ago, 2 seasons ago. God damn it! Right? They didn't do like fantastical violence in generations 1 through 3 because yeah, that's violence. But like Generation 4 with Season 4 and Season 2, yeah, they definitely had that. Okay. It's like I'm still not getting it.
Daughter of Discord ended. Do you plan on reacting to it?
Oh man, damn it! I still need to get back to that.
What's
Daughter of Discord is
Isn't that Screwball?
Yeah, it's Screwball. It's talking about the audio series.
Oh.
Yeah. I need to get back into that.
The only reason I know about Screwball is because of the song like Daddy Discord or something. Which was nice, but it got old.
Alicorns, like how people think Starlight being equal to Twilight is flawed and impossible makes sense. I hate how people think that regular unicorns can't be more powerful or as powerful as alicorns, like how people think Starlight being equal to Twilight is flawed and impossible makes sense to me. I'm not the only one saying that sentence. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, right?
Yeah, no,
It's like in the beginning, you're saying that it's how it baffles you, but at the end, you're saying it makes sense that they say it like that. The only reason why I say it is because we already showcased that princesses, a la alicorns, are capable of raising and lowering the sun and moon. While it took 5 greatly powerful unicorns to do it by themselves, and then you have Princess Celestia, who can apparently do both, because she didn't have her sister for 1,000 years.
She just kind of was like, "Wait, the sun's bigger than the moon? Let me try." Oh my God, it's so light.
Oh my God, it's so easy. Why do I even need her? That sort of thing. Daring Do also. Damn it, these comments are going by fast.
All right. Well, I saw one versus that I want you to really think about.
Okay, go for it.
John versus the bearded hippie thing sitting next to him.
The bearded hippie thing, because I'm the pacifist. I'm the biggest pacifist in the world. You really have to get like on many wrong sides of me to even attempt to punch you. I got beat up in the street, and it didn't really hurt. They were just beating me up. Like, apparently my skin was, like, rock hard for some reason, because I didn't feel a single one of their punches, but I just stood there and took it, and then got up and dusted myself off and went home, wondering, why were they beating me up?
Did they take anything?
No, well, they broke my headphones. That's about it. That's it. The entire walk home was just me, like, man. And plus, they just walked up, asking what time it was, then just started beating me up, which is why I was so confused. I was too busy trying to think of, why ask me the time if you're just gonna beat me up? Just beat me up. Like, you don't have to be polite about it, man. Just be a dick. I wouldn't do that.
Don't be a polite dick. Just be a dick.
Don't put me in a false sense of security like that, man. That just makes me not want to fight you. Apparently, you don't want that. Just ask for my headphones or ask for my wallet. I'll give it to you. I don't want to fight. I'll just get more money.
Oh, yeah? Well, I bet I can get on your bad side. Watch this.
You're already doing that with all that cracking, so you're getting there. To a good start. Best fights in the show, the movie. God damn it. Question. Stop now. Jesus. Why?
I'm trying to get on your bad side.
Stop. I'm missing all these comments. Damn it, I hate it when it does this. I think Star Sword the Bearded being voiced by actor J.K. Simmons really a pacifist. Yeah. Have I shown in cases that I'm not?
Yeah, I just hit him in the chest and he didn't do anything about it.
The reason Starlight is so equal to Twilight because Starlight is just more of an aggressive fighter. Thank you for agreeing with us, because didn't we say that?
Maybe.
I remember me saying that Starlight has more offensive capabilities than Twilight has, because Twilight isn't inherently a fighter. But she has more but Twilight has more magical potential, because she's an Alicorn princess who is meant to have more magical potential than others. Because if what people say are true, that Earth ponies, Pegasi, and unicorns all have their own form of magic, and Twilight has all 3 forms of magic, meaning that she has to have more magic reserved to be able to do everything the other races can do. At least that will make sense in my mind. But why only them though? Star Swirl basically is Equestria, Starlight, what? Also at Star. Retired unicorns and Equestria are lazy shits. I don't know. What? Not having. I don't get it. If they're not having the flying magic, the wings do nothing. Same with the horn and the Pegasi. Sorcery and magic to cast spells. Asshole.
What?
I don't know. I'm very confused with this very display of comments right now. I have no idea what to go off of. You do you, John. I just never met past before. That's all. If you watch my Undertale playthrough, you can actually have me have my initial reactions to fighting things being to talk to them and get out of it peacefully. That entire playthrough was done beforehand, before posting it on YouTube, so nobody can tell me what to do. And on the first episode, people told me, don't hurt anything, even though I already finished the game, so it was pretty much pointless. They just had to figure out that I didn't hurt anything, because me, as a person, chose not to do it. My mom brings this up every time that video games are brought up, but she always brings up the part where I was playing Grand Theft Auto 3, and instead of running around killing people, I was obeying traffic laws on the road and just driving around, having a good old fun as a kid. I watched a lot of like bad shows, quote unquote bad shows, like The Boondocks, South Park, Family Guy, stuff like that kids are not meant to watch. But when it comes to video games, I didn't like to hurt people. I don't like to hurt people in real life. So I'm like, man, these guys must really not like to get hurt and stuff like that. But if they attack me, then I'll attack them back, because I didn't want my character to die. But I wouldn't randomly go out and start murdering people with guns and stuff, summon a tank with the cheat code, and do stuff like that.
Dude, that was the best part.
I know. That's why my dad was like, okay, you gotta find a different game to play.
You can't just drive around.
I'm just inherently a nice person, and which is why in like Mass Effect and any Telltale game, I always do my best to play the good guy route. I never did a single renegade option, because I don't like seeing people mad at me in video games. I don't like being like, oh man, oh no, I didn't mean to do it. I don't want to hurt you. I did, however, punch the news reporter.
Yes!
Because you cannot not punch her, right?
She has such a punchable face.
And that punchable personality. It's just like, she's asking for it. It's like, man, I hate you.
In all 3 games, you must punch the reporter.
It's great. But that's about it. That's why Mass Effect Andromeda really failed. Didn't have a report from the punch.
I haven't even finished that game. Should I?
Maybe. You just finish it to be like, I did it, and if they're gonna fix it or do something else about it, okay.
Maybe I should stream it.
Do you?
I don't know. I don't even remember where I was in that game.
I don't remember where you were either.
I think I was on that desert planet. Was there a desert planet?
Yeah, there was a desert planet.
Okay.
Sunset meeting Discord, future special, the question girls. I find it interesting. I want Sunset to have an entire season over in the irregular ponyverse, but I know I'm never going to get that. So, and it's vice versa for Starlight in the Equestria Girls verse, because just having their interactions with each other would be great. That's more of the writer's fault. They just haven't showed them for some reason. There's a chain of comments, conversation between us. It's fine. It's just, yeah.
Okay.
Confusion is confusion. Thanks for at least telling us.
All right. I'm not sure.
Yes, it is hard, but I enjoyed my playtime either way.
I'm not sure if you would be good in Warframe, considering how much you don't like to hurt people?
No. When it comes to games that literally require you to hurt others because if they're trying to hurt me and they're inherently bad and there's no way around it, then I have to kill them. That's like common video game law. But if you're in GTA and you have random civilians, you're a bad person for just summoning a gun and shooting them all. I don't think like that. But when you go on a mission and you have like Bloods or Crips or whatever was in those games that are shooting at you, like if you want to continue through the game, you're going to have to shoot them. That sort of thing. I'm a pacifist in real life, but when it comes to video games, of course I have to suspend my disbelief in my own nature. If I can help it, then I'll definitely go the peaceful route, like in Mass Effect, not doing any of the renegade stuff.
I know, but there is technically ways around it in Warframe, and that's becoming a crowd controller.
Cool. I'll be a crowd controller then.
Don't.
All right then.
They're the most annoying fucking player.
All right then. I'll do not that then. Same. I hate hurting innocent characters in video games. Emotive to kill someone, otherwise it's just boring. Why I kill this person who's done nothing to me. That's pretty much my entire mindset when I was playing Grand Theft Auto games in the past. I have since tried to have more fun when I got like Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff like that, just testing out like, oh look, I guess I'm in a plane or whatever. But yeah, I won't actively be like, yeah, I just hurt people. Sweet.
Wait, Starlight's in the EG universe?
Starlight went. She went to the Crusher Ghost universe in Crusher Ghost Special Mirror. I think it was Mirror Magic, Film Magic or whatever. It was a 3-part special type of deal that I told you about, which is technically its own pseudo movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because it had a beginning plot and all stuff like. She went to that universe and technically saved everyone because of her relatability to the character that was being evil. Because
right.
That's how it always happens.
Yes.
What I do, always looking for the motive method and being nice, non-violent method and being nice. See, I'm happy that other people do it as well, and I'm not apparently a black sheep in the matter. John, do you watch the Undertale series like Glitch Tale? Yeah, I do. To the point where I uploaded my latest Glitch Tale reaction, and this has to be like the most non-popular Glitch Tale reaction that I have. While I do not care much about like views, pretty much, I can have like 300 views on one of my reaction videos, and I pretty much won't care. But it is kind of odd that every single Glitch Tale reaction has at least over 2,000, 3,000 views, to even going up to 13,000 views. But this one's like still at 200. It's like a week. I think it's because I was late to the party because the other times I uploaded them relatively quickly, but this one I had other stuff I had to do, and I was also working on the animatics. So yeah. So 6 days later, apparently you don't get many views.
That's weird.
It is, but I find it's okay. I don't really care much about popularity since I only make $15 of the entire YouTube gig. So this is really just for fun. And I'm trying to get back into Star Wars: Force of Evil, but getting those episodes in my hands is a lot harder than I expected it to be.
How hard is it? Like, go to Just Cartoon or something.
They're not allowing me to download anything.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't do that?
They don't do that. It's weird. And then I tried to go into other outside sources. The only way I got to the recent episodes that I had was because I found a guy who had it on his Google Drive, and he shared it with me, and that's why I got those. But they only went so far into the season, so.
That's weird.
Yeah, when it comes to doing series like that, man, I did not expect it to be that hard to get my hands on those episodes. It's very easy to get my hands on the MLP episodes because I got an inside guy on that, but not the same deal for Star Wars: Force of Evil.
You have an MLP dealer?
Sort of. Can't really talk about him, but I have my sources to they instantly get the episode as soon as it comes out, so I can instantly get my reaction up as soon as possible.
That sounds sketchy.
It's not.
Are you sure about that?
Boring. Yeah. Mandatory for war. Oh yeah, if I had to go to a war, I would basically get shot instantaneously.
Yeah, you would be the medic.
I would either be the medic or the guy they send in for a distraction. I'd be perfectly fine. It's like, if I have to die for my country, sure, why not? Just know I'm not gonna shoot somebody. I'm all for just gonna wait until they realize this is all stupid and sign a piece of paper. It's when human Twilight went to the Crystal Girl, she still needed her glasses as a pony, but on her Twilight's fine vision does Twilight wear contacts or something. I believe it's just like a random thing they just wanted to do. Because it is weird how our Twilight has perfect vision and the other Twilight from the Crunchy Girls universe has to have glasses.
Well, what if the pony Twilight never put on glasses, so she never really knows? Or what? Do they even have glasses in there?
Yeah, they do. Moon Dancer. I forgot her name, but it's.
Oh, right. Yeah, her old friend.
The old friend. She has glasses. Which I think what they drew inspiration from anyway, because technically, did I get that name right? Moon Dancer? But Twilight's old friend would basically be the Twilight that we would have if she was the one who was taken up by Celestia and being a teacher. She would be the one with glasses. And that's where they're trying to mirror that. Since Twilight didn't have friends and just now got them during the events of the third movie, that's what basically she would be like.
I thought they were just giving her glasses to make her look more nerdy.
That works too, but yeah, I like that theory too. I meant you watch the Undertale series by Jill Pons and others alone. Yes, some of them I do watch on my own, mostly because I'm not sure whether or not it's okay for me to just do a reaction to those things, because I am that guy who likes to have permission on certain people and their stuff, which is why I've been kind of avoiding doing like fan-made stuff, because I have a conscience and I hate that conscience so much. Even though a lot of other people do it and they seem to be perfectly fine with it, but me, pacifist. And also just a kind-hearted nature.
There's apparently an extension that allows you to grab the videos from Kim Cartoon.
Huh. Just add the extension. How do I get it? What is it on the site?
It's on like the Chrome store. Because it's an extension for Chrome, and then you use that to download the video.
Okay, where do I get it?
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you for telling us, Elvis. Maybe this will allow me to do things better and not have so many long stretches of nothingness on my channel when it comes to the multiple things I'm trying to get to. Yay. But don't get your hopes up. I'm probably still going to be just as bad.
When has anything you ever made been bad? Don't answer that.
Yeah, you don't want to answer that. John, how college going? Mediocre. Because right now, all right. Here's the situation. I have 2 classes that are pretty much in the bag, which is a literature class and a design drawing class, because those classes mainly just need me to show up and I'm doing good. I have another class that's a typing class, but it's an online class, and they made a mistake for making it an online class because I hate doing things when I'm at home. So if I had the option to go to sleep or do work online,
it's sleep.
It's sleep.
I mean, who would ever choose work?
Yeah, so I'm probably going to be an idiot and procrastinate the hell out of that class and then do everything with 1 week, knowing me and my track record of doing the exact thing, even with regular classes. And I have a class that wants me to do a lot of 3D stuff, and I hate doing 3D stuff. There you go. No, I have not TGTLE. I have not watched the Hanazuki web series. I don't even know what that is, actually.
What? Hanazuki?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll look that up.
I should do more Littlest Pet Shop. I should do a lot of things that I want to get back into, but just...
Littlest Pet Shop?
Yeah, Littlest Pet Shop. I think I'm on season 2.
They have a show?
Yeah, it's good. It's like Generation 4 of Littlest Pet Shop.
I thought they only had, like, toys and stuff.
Yeah, until they got a show.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't... I don't believe it.
It's really good. Celestia's voice actor is a dog.
Now I really don't believe you.
It's true.
How is the goddess of the sun a dog?
She's a very fashionista dog.
That makes even less sense.
Show dog. I remember Metal Gear, what? Killing and simply dismembering enemies. Got it. I'm sticking up the idea. You watch the Universe. Yeah, I watched that. I've watched the first episode of Underverse because I'm trying to do this thing where I do the rest of Underverse as a reaction, but I'm not doing it. So I'm missing out on Underverse because I'm too busy trying to make it a reaction series, but I'm not doing it because I'm a fucking retard. I hate my life.
You got it all out?
No, there's a lot more still in there. That makes sense. Gotta get that toilet. She doesn't want to wear them, and she actually she's got used to having bad vision. Yes.
Oh. Oh, he meant Let's Plays.
Let's Plays.
Yeah, not Lila's Pet Shop.
Oh, LPs. Okay. Man, you really have to be very specific when it comes to that. But yeah, okay. Let's Plays is another thing that I can't just do. Because if I'm having trouble just coming up with ways to sit down and watch a freaking video, how the heck am I going to set up an entire thing where I'm going to play a video game?
I don't know.
Exactly. So...
if anyone were to be able to do Let's Plays, it'd be me.
Yeah.
I'm much more of the gamer guy.
Mm-hmm. That's for me. Because that whole over $200 fiasco just by having a reaction to Doki Doki Literature Club and how we just had like just a wave of people just giving us money because we had crazy,
stupid.
That was incredibly dumb. Not the people who gave us money. Those are nice and lovable people.
Thank you.
But just like the situation is like, man, if you just get money just from that, and if I actually did start like a Let's Play type of thing when I do live streams, and I can make money that way, dude, I wouldn't have to have my job. But knowing me and how my personality seems to fluctuate from being completely and utterly stupidly boring and actually kind of interesting at the same time, I don't think I can manage a Let's Play. I've done Undertale Let's Play. I've done a MLP Phoenix Wright crossover Let's Play, Pony Investigations, I think it was called, and that's about it on the spectrum of games I've played in LP. I think people seem to like my Undertale playthrough, but I just think that was a fluke.
Have you ever tried to do another Let's Play?
Yes. Failed miserably. It was the Homestuck game that came out.
It's a Homestuck. The Hive Swarm?
Yeah, Hive Swap.
Hive Swap.
Yeah, I was planning on doing a Let's Play with that. Funny story about that. I did an entire hour and a half long video. Audio was cut off. So, said, not doing this.
If it were me, I would have let everyone know at the very beginning that I lost the original audio. So I was just going to narrate the actual video.
God damn it.
And as you can see here, I'm trying to round the corner while trying to shoot that guy in the knee so that he kneels down so I can run up and stab him in the face. And look at that, I did it. Great. That's a lot of blood. Don't do that to anyone else.
I'm sure a lot of people want to see a reaction to Underverse because I've seen like snippets of the first episode. It's been a long time since I've seen the first episode, so doing a reaction to that would be like another blind reaction as it is. But all I remember is it has a pretty interesting stuff in that. So interesting that it makes me jealous. So yeah, when you make me jealous about how creative something is, you're doing something right because I'm the creative one. I don't know somebody's Twy Dog. Yeah. I forget whether or not it's the singing voice or it's the natural sounding voice. Because there's two voices. Okay. You sold lead on you went to next generations of the show after 4 seasons. Wow.
Really?
Apparently. That's what they're telling me.
Christ. Get back on that. Get your knowledge up on the children's show.
Well, yeah, I kind of like it. It was good. There were some characters that I kind of liked in there. Kept my interest. The only reason why I stopped is because, well, when it comes to like priorities, priority has to go to MLP. And once that happened, and then college got harder, it just had to only be MLP. But like Lila's Pet Shop, it's very hard to just sit down and just watch 5 episodes, which will take up to 4 hours at that time. Because you have the episode in general, how long is it going to take me to talk, the natural break I need to take for my voice to not crack up after getting to the second episode, because my voice is very sensitive apparently.
Dude, it will do that anyway.
Yeah. And I need bunches of coke for those after things where I can just sit down and be like, man, okay, next video. But that takes like several hours. Then there's the render time for all the things, and that takes about a few hours in of itself because apparently my render is so friggin' slow. Even at the lowest setting I could put it in while still maintaining quality. And that's just a lot of time that I could have been using for either work, personal things that I would like to do, like animatics or my personal story that I still need to get back into, and all such things. MLP, just one episode a week. I can handle that. Let's play. Doodle Date. Doodle Date. If you ever want to do a Let's Play, you should play Doodle Date. Funny story about Doodle Date. I saw the Game Grumps play that, and I'm like, this is interesting. This is something up my alley, because I like to draw and like to personify my characters. I bought it, and I want to use your Cintiq for the drawing portions. They apparently don't allow that.
Yeah, no.
Why?
Because it's a mouse.
Yeah. What do you mean because it's a mouse?
Because you can't use the Cintiq to be like an actual mouse. They don't allow that kind of input. They only allow the mouse input.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just other people seem to be drawing fantastically well, so unless they're just fantastic with a mouse,
probably.
I call bullshit, but whatever.
That, or you powered up the computer and the tablet driver wasn't working.
Okay, you can try that then.
Because that happens sometimes.
Okay. Is the Gen 5 discussion over? I have no clue. We were talking about Gen 5 for a while, but it doesn't mean it has to be over. Bring up a topic and then we'll talk about it, man.
Oh, wait. Oh, is that why Doodle Date was installed?
Yeah.
Oh. My bad.
My bad.
I uninstalled it.
It's fine. It only takes like 2 seconds. It's it's a very, very small game.
I opened Steam and it was just like there. I'm like, I don't remember doing this.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
And it was $2. I was like, man, I can do something like this. But no, it's just, if I couldn't draw with a tablet, I'm like, I can't draw with a mouse. I fucking hate the mouse.
I could totally do it.
Go for it. I think Jacksepticeye did plays with Undertale. Yeah. I like the Steam train. Barry was great. 4 hours, Jesus. It's yeah, and I'm starting to not have that free time anymore.
Oh, right. It's Hanazuki. Forgot about that. Somehow. Anyway. Let's see what the hubbub is about Hanazuki.
Also, Natalie, the reason why you can't see my reaction to Underverse is because they don't exist, because I haven't done them yet. And the reason why I haven't done them yet is because apparently my free time and my laziness seems to counteract with each other to the point where I can't get anything I want to get done. It's kind of like procrastinating, but for things that actually are fun.
Well, I mean, this looks like something. It's like a...
Oh, I remember that. That was in the MLP movie. That was the short that they showed. So that's what it's called.
Is that a giant pink chicken?
I think so. Yeah, I was interested in that. I love the art style to it, but someone told me that the art style from the short is not the same kind of, well, not art style, but animation quality from the short is not the same as what in the show, which is to be expected, because if you're a show and not a short, of course you're going to have some dips in quality. I mean, that's how that works. But I'll still give that a shot. I mean, it looks interesting enough. And also, another thing that interests me is the Supergirl show. Except it's not Supergirl, it's Batgirl.
What?
I think it's DC Heroines or something. It has something to do with Supergirl. Yeah, Supergirl, Batgirl, one magic user girl. It's just
oh right.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I don't either. DC related female characters in a show, and I think Batgirl is like the main premise of it, and she's also voiced by Tara Strong. So it's like. That show also interests me because it could be like the MLP, but with DC superhero heroines.
Have you played Bendy and the Ink Machine?
No, I have not. Why?
Because the Paladin Pony. I was like, I can't quite see it, but anyway, they want you to play that.
DC Superhero Girls. If that's what it's the DC Superhero Girls,
it's a stupid name.
It is a stupid name. I will say that. I thought it was something.
At least something okay, like DC heroines.
Something like that, but it's okay. But that's a show that I'm looking forward to whenever it comes out because it seems interesting to me. Up my alley since I'm watching MLP. Like, why not? Another all female based show. Which you're not allowed to use a drawing tablet in a game about drawing. That's stupid. Drawing pen X as a mouse. I thought drawing tablets did that.
Well, most control the mouse, but they don't act like the mouse. Cause like, my tablet has, touch sensitivity, so it's not just hey you're clicking. It's hey there's a whole bunch of information going in here. Some programs just can't process that.
Mm.
Some don't even process the tablet.
Mm.
So I just kind of thought the game was like that.
Okay, always. Yeah, okay, and play vending machine. I've only seen other Let's Players play that game. I haven't been able to play it myself.
I don't even know what vending machine is like. I just know it's like some sort of
episodic.
Wait, it's episodic?
Yeah, there's 5 episodes.
I didn't even know that. Okay, learn something new every day. The only thing that I know about it is some cartoon creators' cartoons are coming to life, and they're like, "Why did you leave us, Daddy? It died."
Okay.
Am I right?
Kinda. You're right about the cartoons coming to life. You're playing as a character who co-creates, I believe, but Jerry Drew is the guy, or is it Joey? Either way, there's a guy who brings you to the place and starts up the machine, which inherently starts up this entire thing. They don't hate you; they mostly hate the other guy, and you're just along for the ride, trying to survive, basically.
But why are they trying to kill you?
Because I don't know, something about them being amalgamations of workers and their own malice fused in with the characters. Like you have Alice Angel, who's supposed to be like a very friendly person, but she was combined with a person who's a solid bitch. So
a solid bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Good description, John.
Girls. Super best friend girls or something like that. I think written by Lauren Faust. They're all teenagers and focuses on Wonder Girl, Supergirl, and Batgirl. Yeah, Wonder Girl, Supergirl, and Batgirl. Who's Wonder Girl?
Wonder Girl?
I know Wonder Woman. Is Wonder Girl just...
Is there a Wonder Girl?
Wait. This is the first time I'm hearing. I know there was a very muscular girl, but I think that was Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl is pretty muscular.
Yeah, and that was Supergirl. And the person who was calling Batgirl, I think that was supposed to be Wonder Girl. Because she did have a lasso and stuff. I didn't know there was a Wonder Girl. I never heard of Wonder Girl before.
Unless Wonder Girl is just the younger version of Woman.
Which would break continuity because Supergirl definitely shows up after Wonder Woman.
No, Wonder Girl's blonde, apparently.
Huh. I don't remember her being blonde. Oh man, I just had to wait until the show comes up. Are you reading a chat from top to bottom or bottom top? Bottom top.
What?
I'm not entirely sure how to answer that question, but
we're reading the chat from top to bottom.
Okay.
We are reading down as it is being built.
Mm.
Star Wars Resistance trip. What?
It's the next installment to the Clone Wars franchise.
Oh, no, I haven't. I didn't realize I had a trailer yet.
Me neither. Oh, another thing I didn't know how to trailer was Life is Strange 2, and apparently they already have gameplay footage of it.
How is there a sequel?
What do you mean, how is there a sequel?
How is there a sequel? It ended with a goddamn tornado.
No, the canon ending is you sacrificing all your playtime for a good ending. See, I was going to say what happens, but for those of you who don't want to be spoiled, just know that all your choices don't matter. That's not a spoiler. That's just a warning for those of you who are going to spend money on something that's just not going to matter.
But it ends with a tornado.
Did you see both endings or just one ending? Because there's 2 endings. The good ending and the terrible ending that you shouldn't even think of because it's fucking stupid.
Should I even say it?
I mean, do you guys care about Life is Strange spoilers? Speak your piece now and forever hold your tongues.
It's like a year and a half old game.
Then say it then. If you haven't played it by now, you don't like it.
It's where you sacrifice your girlfriend and throw her into the tornado, and then the tornado's like, okay sacrifice accepted.
Okay, you don't throw her into the tornado, first of all. The ending is like this. Chloe's like, you can go back in time and stop all this from happening by killing me, while allowing me to die. It's like, okay. Or I can not do that and have everyone die. Okay, there's your two options. Kill everyone in Beach City or whatever and live your rest of your life with your girlfriend, apparently. Or save everyone's life because they didn't ask for this shit and kill the one person you were trying to kill off regardless because you didn't like her. I definitely went the kill Chloe option because I didn't like her character. And I got my good ending, even though it pretty much reprimanded everything I've ever done. Stupid. What's the point of a game? Hate Life is Strange. But Life is Strange 2, I don't like it, but I like it more than 1. Odd thing to say.
Wait, isn't Life is Strange 2 trailer or something about like a kid in imagination?
No, that's a completely separate series.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's just all about his story.
Is it the same studio that made it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was drawing that to me. Okay.
Because right now, in the universe, that's set in the same universe, but it's set in the same universe, but it's just a kid in his imagination.
Okay.
Life is Strange, they said they want to make Life is Strange the type of thing where you have kids with powers, and they're doing sort of things. So you have Max with time manipulating abilities. The game that came after that was like Chloe's story, but since it was Chloe, there was no paranormal shit going on. It was just a girl that you already don't like going through an adventure you know sucks about a relationship you did not care about, and then the ending is so stupid that why does that game exist? I could go on a rant about Life is Strange for eons because it's stupid, but I'm not. Life is Strange 2 starts off pretty interesting. You are a Hispanic boy with a younger brother about to go to a party, and you have a pretty awesome dad. So you're already playing as a male character instead of Max, who was a female character. And I hated how the adventure, quote unquote, starts, and how, it basically showcases that when you have a first episode of anything, just know none of your choices matter. Because you will always have to come to that point where the events need to kick in. So a boy comes up, starts messing with your little brother. You have the choice of whether to stand up for your little brother or tell your little brother he's in the wrong. But it doesn't matter because either way, you're going to be in a scenario where a cop comes by, sees you punching the kid because he insulted your mom, who apparently left your family or something or died. Either way, pissed him off. He punched him in the face and he landed on a rock, and that started to really mess with his breathing. Cop's looking at the scenario, doesn't know what to do. He sees two Mexicans over one white guy's body. He's a racist. He doesn't know what the hell is going on. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on because you had like a 10-year-old with you. And he was pointing the gun at the 10-year-old, and you were like this is a natural thing, okay? And don't come at me with that shit that cops do that all the time. There was a cop who looked at me and was really kind when random shit was going on. So unless you're really paranoid about a 10-year-old kid coming up and stabbing you, you shouldn't be pointing your gun at a 10-year-old. Anyway, that happens, and then the place blows up because the cop shoots your dad, I guess. That happens in the first 19 minutes of the game.
It blows up because he shoots your dad.
No, he shoots your dad. I forget whether or not
everything explodes.
I forget whether or not it's your character or the 10-year-old character who screams, but a pulse wave comes out as soon as one of you scream, showcasing that one of you have like a power to have attractive or repulsive forces.
Okay, I thought you meant like you just shot at your dad and then just fiery explosion, buildings and trees and go.
Do they ever explain how Max got those fucking time powers? No. They don't. And which is another reason why I hate the game. It just sort of happens. And the entire events, it could be a fever dream for all we fucking care.
It's not really spoilers, seeing how that's like their way of introducing the game to.
Yeah, it's literally how they introduce the game to you. And it's not even spoilers since they have all that gameplay footage up on YouTube by the creators themselves. They don't want to upload it. So they want you to see how the things start out.
It's like their version of the trailer.
Yeah, it is actually still in the trailer. It's kind of like in that too. It's not really spoilers. And besides, you really care? If you really do, I'm sorry. But it's not a good series. I gotta tell you that much. It's not. There's a lot of things I can complain about it. The only reason why I played it is because I was interested and I was already in too deep that I just played the rest of it.
In too deep. Okay.
You should. Lesbo. They didn't go on ape shit for the trailer because their favorite lesbo couple isn't in there. I'm expecting one cameo from Max. Expecting something from Max because I hate series that have like an episodic thing and have nothing to do with previous installments. The only thing that gets this right is Final Fantasy because, well, they're already showcasing that's in their own separate universes or separate timelines and stuff like that. And the numeric thing is more of just like this is a different take on that universe, while you have a numeric after numeric being the continuation. Like Final Fantasy 13-2, 13-3. That's how you know that's still in this universe. I mean,
there's like, what, 5 different Cloud lookalikes?
About that, yeah.
You could say that's just the same character almost.
There's no fucking Legend of Zelda explanation like that. So, story-based choice games or choices never matter. The only game where decisions actually matter is Chrono Trigger. There's also Tales of the Borderlands, to an extent.
I mean, sort of.
The superpowers is puberty. It just happens.
Tales of the Borderlands. It's like it's a Telltale game. It's on a linear path, but your linear path is kind of like swervy.
Yeah, choices in New Vegas matter. It's like if your game is heavily influenced on story and choices, you can expect it not to have your choices matter in like big ways, especially when it comes to smaller choices or other choices of the matter.
What your choices really matter in is the entirety of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
There's like so many different ways of that story playing out and so many different characters being alive or dead that's where it really matters is when you have how many...
No, I don't like that. It's actually really freaking annoying.
Does Walking Dead have now? Like 5?
Lee, Clementine, random Hispanic dude. Final chapter. 4 mainline seasons with the last season already out with episode 1. There is 2 extras being 400 Days, I think, and something about some other chick being side projects within the same universe.
Okay.
As far as I remember, I still need to kill off a little fuck nugget before I get into the final season of Walking Dead. So I need to hold off on that. Again, you are not reading. We're doing our best, man.
We're trying.
It's not our fault that we like to talk about various topics that come up in these people when these people are going like just keep spamming your question or whatever you're trying to let us see, and maybe we'll get to it.
Like hearing Hella in every sentence?
No. It's very annoying. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate her character. She's flawed.
Who?
And Chloe.
Oh.
Everything about her makes me mad. She even says a line. Max is like, you can't keep blaming others for your problems. And then she says, then if I stop blaming others, then I need to blame myself. And that's fucking not gonna happen. Fuck that. Even after a character who nearly killed herself by jumping off a roof, she's like, oh yeah, she almost killed herself. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. What about my problems? Chloe, if I could kill you, I'm gonna do it. Hey, final episode. Neat. When she got shot in that bathroom, I'm like, man, why did I play this game? If this was all this gonna lead up to, I could have stopped playing this game in episode 1 and be like, well.
Oh, you mean like Gabe?
Gabe?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, Gabe. I need to play a game so I can kill Gabe. We're gonna go through a cringy scene, but I'll still kill Gabe. How about Detroit Become Human? Detroit Become Human. Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain. Those are games that heavily influence its own choices.
Heavy Rain?
Yeah.
What's that?
Heavy Rain is all about go off of 4 stories. a dad who lost his son, a woman who's trying to find out about the origami killer, Scott Shelby, who is a detective trying to find the origami killer, and another police officer who's trying to find the origami killer. In all, they all correlate to the origami killer. You got a guy who lost his son to the killer, someone who's trying to find a way to take him down, someone investigating him, and a police officer just doing his job.
Okay.
And all their choices matter because all of them can die throughout the game, depending on your choices.
Well.
And Detroit Become Human is another one of those games where all your characters can die if you make the wrong choices. Well, games like that, those are okay to me because the story can drastically change depending on how well or terrible you are. Why isn't this being reported? People are randomly getting superpowers. Shouldn't it be more known? University, shit like that. Another thing would be how Max has time and space manipulation because she has the ability to rewind time, unlock a door. She has the ability to go up to a locked door, break the lock, go inside the door, rewind time to the point where the lock isn't broken, but still be behind the door. So she's moving within time and space. Because as we all know, the Earth is never in the same place just because it's a different time. So really need to explain his powers here, Max. And no one questions it. No one questions it either. The only time you ever see like Chloe, you see it, and that's one-off scene. Yet there are random people seeing her literally teleport all over the fucking place. No one cares. I don't know if he generated 5 designs that you've seen. Which one do you like so far? I liked Rainbow Dash. I liked pretty much all of them. Just the aesthetic of them are fine.
I don't really remember them too much.
I only remember like snippets, but from what I got to see, I liked. And the same thing for you.
If I could see those animated, which I doubt that it'll be in that kind of quality, then yeah, it probably looked pretty good.
So I will always hate Chloe. I will always hate Chloe. Because not a single person has yet to bring up a valid argument for me to like her character. She's going through so much shit. The only parts why I like Chloe is when she was going through the hardships of trying to get over the fact that her dad is dead. Those moments where she's having like real, like, is it schizophrenic? Or is it like just illusions and things that aren't really there of her dad and constantly being reminded that he's gone from her life. That's heart-wrenching. Yet she's pushing everyone who's trying to help her away just so she can continue being mad. I lost a lot of people in my life, and granted, I'm still kind of shaken up about it, so I'm in Chloe deep on that, but still, you gotta learn when to let go. My thing is, I don't push it on people.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference, all right? You can still have it bother you, but don't be like, I don't want your help because your help is not warranted for me. I don't want your help because I believe your help is stupid. I hate Chloe. I hate her so much. Top 10 best anime portrayals. Chloe is such a little shit. She doesn't care about how any of her actions affect others. I was more into the side of their stepfather, Frank, even, is supposed to be the bad guy. Yeah, they tried to reprimand Frank being the bad guy, but I liked this guy more and more as the story went on. He was great. Another thing Chloe does, I think this will pretty much put the icing on the cake. She gets a gun. And then Max is like, are you sure you should be having a gun? She's like, I thought you believe in gun laws. Yeah, I do. But men only should need to control the guns. I should be able to control whatever I do with it. Basically saying all men should not have guns, but she should have guns because she's the responsible one. Throughout the game, she shoots herself. She shoots herself like 2 times, and if it wasn't for you with your time manipulation power, she'd be dead. And she openly kills a man and his dog with a gun. Chloe, if you're trying to make me like you, you're failing hard. So that's how you convince the pacifist to kill someone. Just make them a complete and utter redeemable shit nugget. Then yeah, because here's the difference between killing someone for no apparent reason and killing someone because it's the greater good of all the universe. Killing Chloe saved so many more lives. So I'm like, this is one of those sacrifice 1, save 100 things that I will accept. Because she was a little shit anyways. See, if you tell me to kill a baby to save 100 lives, then I'll be kind of conflicted. I mean, like, I don't know what this baby is going to become, and who am I to choose lives? But then you see Chloe. You see how much of a shit she is, and how much of a detriment to the world that she is anyway. So it's like, why not? Not to mention, they showed that Max is pretty much of a sadist. She apparently changes time to save her dad, but this somehow leads to her being a paraplegic and very sick to the point where she's dying due to an illness or something. I don't know the entire implications of it, but Max saved Chloe's dad's life, but in return, life is going to take away Chloe. So Max is looking at Chloe, and she's dying. She's awesome, by the way. She's a kind-hearted young girl because she had her mom and dad with her. She was nice, and I loved her. And you had the choice between killing Chloe so she can just die and stop suffering, or let her be suffering. It doesn't matter because you're still going to change up timeline anyway to go back to where you were regardless. So I'm like, so you're telling me if I have Max kill Chloe and have Chloe say, see you around, Max. Basically having Chloe say, I'll see you when you die, so we'd be in heaven together. And then have Max say, sooner than you think. Basically saying, I killed you. Now I'm going to rewind time where you're alive again. But in the end, still kill you. I think you pretty much got the gist of why I don't like Life is Strange. But I have hopes for Life is Strange too. I'm willing to give things a chance. Makes no sense with the game. Yeah, only gripe with the game. The twist in Heavy Rain did kind of like say to me too, but I thought it was excellently executed in a way that I didn't see it coming at least. Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain, and I'm not a big fan of like the way David Cage writes this game. It's like, yeah, I've seen Let's Plays via Jacksepticeye and all them playing Detroit Become Human. I hate it. I hate Detroit Become Human.
I mean, I haven't played it, and all I know is Connor slamming on a table and going, 28 stab wounds.
Yeah. She's mad because she's Frank is such a stand-up dude, being there for the mom character, and the mom is trying to move on, trying to say my husband's dead. I hate that, but if I continue to live my life in this hole of empty sadness, I'm never gonna move forward, and I'm just gonna hurt more people in my life. So I'm gonna move on and find a new boyfriend who then will be my new husband. Chloe's like, no, fuck that guy. He's not dad. I want dad. Dad's dead. I don't care. I want to be alive. I'm going to continue to suffer. I'm going to make you pay a whole lot of money for my college tuition and shit like that for a better future for me, and I'm just going to squander it. Because fuck you, Mom. I hate you. That's my Chloe impression. Because every time she talked, that's all I heard. Ah! Damn it. Let's get off the topic of Chloe, please. When you're so shitty, the universe is trying to kill you.
Oh, God.
Sometimes you just gotta put other feelings above what you want. But Chloe is too immature and selfish to just put her mother's happiness above top. Yes, thank you. And plus, that's not even that bad. He's a military nut. Yeah, that's a character trait for him. But he's doing it for the sort of right of safety and stuff like. We say like that, and we're just gonna ignore the fact. Again, spoiler alerts for that, but it's not really much of a spoiler. Just know it happens. He's just really I'm just gonna phrase it in a way that makes it not spoilers. He's such a stand-up guy. He's just the coolest character near the end of the game. He's so freaking cool. He does something incredible for you as a character, and if he didn't do it, you wouldn't be around. There you go.
He took an ice bullet.
No, not that, but he does do something along the lines. He's just an amazing guy. John is best John. Thank you. You give a lot of things a chance. Yeah, I give a lot of things a chance because I want something to be good. I wanted to like Dragon Ball Super. It was bad, but I gave it a chance. I'll never just say something's bad and I never gave it a chance. Unless you're Brussels sprouts, because fuck Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts.
Oh. Why would you give Brussels sprouts a chance?
Or to each her own. Don't want to be sexist toward them gamer girls. Speaking of gamer girls, did you know Diva got a trailer?
Yes.
Did you see it?
No.
You want to watch it together?
I haven't seen like the last one either.
Reinhardt?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Neither have I. We could do like a reaction video to it. All right. Sassy John is best John. Thank you.
Although I'm still kind of disappointed that they haven't made the Lucio one that they promised like 2 years ago.
They probably keep scrapping it, or they're having problems with like animation or whatever. Isn't Frank the drug dealer? I'm not good with names. I'm only good with like faces. But I'm talking about Chloe's stepdad now. And if we're talking about Frank the drug dealer, the one that Chloe shoots in cold blood, along with his dog, then yes, sure. Still fuck Chloe. Anyway, Detroit Become Human was a special Olympic shit show. Yeah, mostly because throughout the entire game, they try to tell you that not only are people just shitty human beings in general, but all shitty human beings are in the guise of big fat people. Like you have a big fat guy who's abusing his daughter and abusing his android in a broke down home, which makes me question how he's able to afford a fucking android. Anyway, then the guy who got stabbed 37 times in the chest was also a big fat guy who was abusing his android. And it's just a lot of fat people who are just bad people. It's like, what are you trying to get here, David?
He's trying to get to a lot of bad people are fat.
Yeah, and another thing would be he's just trying to tell us that these sentient beings who are clearly trying to have peace and free rights and stuff like that and just trying to be human just like us because they found out what being sentient means, and instead of accepting them, you instead kill them all for no reason. Look, killing a refrigerator, sure, all right, you can do that. I mean, it's a refrigerator. But killing something that says, I don't want to die, that's something completely different, especially if it thought about it first.
Hold on.
What? What, John?
How do you kill a refrigerator? If it's alive, then clearly it can think. And
No, I'm talking about a stationary refrigerator. It does nothing.
Then how do you kill it?
You just kill it. And you shoot it. And you do nothing. It does nothing to you. But then you're shooting something that says, I don't want to die. That's a completely different moral shift. But they do that in Detroit Become Human like they're all refrigerators. Anyway, 13 episodes left for Voltron Legendary Defender. One season. What do you think? We have one season left. I'm saddened, to say the least.
We only have a season left?
Apparently.
Oh.
That sucks. Because this is a really good show. How do you feel about Warren? Friend zone guy. Since they tried it, Warren is a boy who really likes Max. Is like Max's friend, but they really try to paint him as the desperate guy the beta male who really wants to be with Max because as a love interest type of deal. But they kind of paint him as a creeper in certain moments of the game, which I really don't see the point of doing because it's fucking stupid. But in the end, you can set things up to be able to kiss Warren and stuff like that. Because I felt for Warren. I felt him as the guy who was just like, dude, what's up with guys just trying to be nice and not getting any girlfriend? It's like, I'm going to help you out for all those guys out there who just want to be a nice guy, goddammit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Warren was fine. I'm going to ignore the moments where they try to paint him off as some creeper. Because in the end, through my playthrough, I didn't see him as that. But apparently, if the underlying thing is that he is a creeper, then that's your thing. Do you read your video comments? Depends on the video and depends on how much I'm willing to pull up with today.
Watching any new anime or anime?
Anime? Not really. Like,
do we count Magi?
We're not watching Magi. When was the last time we fucking watched Magi?
That's what I'm saying. Do we count that? Because neither of us really watched Magi.
Yeah. We watched The Legend of Sinbad, but that's just like, it was a short series anyway.
It should be getting updated.
Okay.
At some point.
Okay.
Because they can't just leave it off there. Because there's a big time gap between the end of that and the starting of Magi.
So yeah, when it comes to new anime, the only anime related things I've been technically watching, but what should I say reading, is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I just got through rereading all of the parts up to part 7, and I'm now starting my adventure through part 8. And I'm already on volume, I think, 4, and it's really good. I really like Josuke.
Favorite dance move?
Favorite dance move?
Yep.
Of the part or in general?
Of JoJo.
Of JoJo.
Yeah.
Definitely the reel back of Dio.
That's not a dance move.
It is a dance move.
Please, show it to us.
No. If you replace Undertale characters with MLP or Crush Girls characters, who would you have play which roles? Example is Sunset Shimmer could play the role of Frisk or Chara. I don't know. I would see more of Maud playing Frisk, considering she has that face going on, but Pinky being Sans, obviously. Want to have a fun time? She's going to have a fun time.
I would have thought that Pinky would be Papyrus.
No.
No?
Papyrus.
But he's so innocent.
Yeah, but Pinky's innocent. You don't know how many people she murdered. Anyway. Antagonist.
Actually, I do. I read Cupcakes.
For season 8, yeah, I've been asking for for the person who's asking about the antagonist you want to return. I've been when it comes to like returning, of course I want to see Chrysalis get her comeuppance in some way, shape, or form, but I'm hoping for Grogar from Generation 1 to show up. Because he got mentioned, got a name drop, so hoping that they...
He did?
Yeah. Tyler was reading a story to some kids, and it mentioned Grogar. I'm like...
Who's Grogar?
He's one of the main villains in Generation 1. Go for it. Some of them would actually match anyway too different. Is Voltron good? I've heard pretty good series, but I haven't. Oh yeah, it's really good. If you like Avatar: The Last Airbender, you would like Voltron.
Grogar. Oh wow, I spelled it right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
I remember you showing me this.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to show up.
It's for the person who was asking who would my OC be, it would be Grogar. I would be him.
Probably Grogar. Go show up in MLP, just living vicariously through Grogar.
I am the villain. Fear me. I have
a bell. Ring a ding ding, motherfucker.
Fear the beard.
This is just having all senses. Is having independent thought. Sentient is sapiens is having independent thoughts from human perspective. Pinky doesn't really qualify as Sans that much, and who would be doesn't really qualify as Sans. They both make jokes. They both have a tragic backstory, and not backstory, tragic moments in their life that turn them into complete and utter different people if you push the right buttons, and they both control various things that they shouldn't be able to control, since one's a skeleton and one's a pony. I don't really see how you don't see how Pinkie Pie and Sans are the same characters. Considering that Sans can also teleport and Pinkie Pie can teleport.
She can't teleport. She just runs
Rainbow Dash.
Really fast.
No. There's literally a guy proving that she can teleport with dark matter.
With dark matter.
Dark matter. She's a dark matter manipulator.
Okay, it's dark matter, not antimatter.
Plus, they both have to break the fourth wall in their respective universes. Unlike the others who can't. Sans technically can't break the fourth wall. He can only break the wall that's in his respective universe.
The wall that's in the magic wall?
The fourth wall that's in his respective universe. Because he's not going to turn to the camera and say, hey guys, I know you're playing the game and all, but could you not play the game? He's going to refer to the character that we're playing as, since the character has the abilities to save and load things, as an in-universe type of power that they have, not as an in-game mechanic that they notice that we, as a real player, are using.
Okay.
But Pinkie Pie, she can actually turn to the camera and say, you see this shit? This is fucked up shit, right? And then turn back to the universe with them not understanding anything that's going on. So, okay, well, I already told you I want to see your reaction to Underverse, right? So, some love here. So, nah.
Bye.
All right, later. Have you played The Sims?
Nope.
No. I don't like life simulators. I think I'm God too much, and I'm not a very good God.
I feel like God too much, and it makes me nervous, and then I make everything on fire.
Beautiful, beautiful fire. Greetings. Nice German shirt.
Danke.
Grogar is last season. would be a good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't put Grogar on T-Rex status, but definitely it would be good to see him.
What does he do?
Well, he kidnaps all the ponies that can teleport via magic with his bell. He also lives in a city that is known to disappear from existence after one day of being around. So his plan was to summon all the ponies into that place and then have them all just fade away from existence due to that place and how it works. He nearly succeeded, but since he was a villain and it was a kid show, he lost.
Man.
And he was one of the characters that legitimately died. So
he better get a two-parter.
Yeah.
And the first part end with him actually succeeding and teleporting them away. Second part, they get out somehow, like friendship or something.
The Great Papyrus and the Great and Powerful Trixie would be a good combination. They would be the Great and Powerful Papyrusky. Alright. Papyrus will just give you his lovely bones. You thought I was... Never mind. Bye. This was pointless. Get on that, though. See you later again. Santa says Starlight and Papyrus. That's Trixie. Nice.
No. I don't know. I don't see Starlight doing Sans.
Yeah, I don't see that either. Again, the only person I see is Pinkie Pie. You guys may not like it, but I see it. There are any Spider-Man.
Any update to Warframe that's coming in the next month?
Red Dead Redemption 2 for me.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Simulator.
Cowboy Simulator 2.
Right.
Electric Boogaloo. Cowboys in space.
Man, that's a long title. Red Dead Redemption 2 Electric Boogaloo Cowboys in Space?
Yeah. The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. Oh.
Revengeance.
Okay, so Red Dead Redemption 2 Electric Boogaloo Cowboys in Space. The Reckoning Redemption? Or,
Revengeance.
Revengeance.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry.
Actually, no, we've always been up to date with chat. It's just more of along the lines that we just answer questions that just show up and we just talk for a long time. So that how a whole bunch of other comments just seem to just leave.
Yeah, it's like
we missed probably like a fuck ton of other comments.
Yeah, there's tons that it's. I don't think Celestia would be Toriel.
Yeah, it's like, who would you think be Toriel then? I can see Fluttershy as Toriel. They both share that timid nature, but they can be a badass when they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Flutter.
Yeah.
But who would be Azrael?
Azrael? Think of a character.
Twilight.
Equestria Girls Twilight.
Yeah.
Not our Twilight. Equestria Girls Twilight. Yes, she's Azrael. I know that's kind of cheating, but
fuck it.
Just like I can just the only thing that pops in my head is just you see Equestria Girls Twilight,
sweet and innocent, and then she's just corrupted with.
Yeah, and then she just turns into that weird demon thing, just like, it's me, Twilight Spring. I can see it. It fucks with my head seeing it that way. And then it just fucking hopes and dreams start playing in the background.
Oh, okay, so Natalie isn't actually gonna go anywhere.
She's just gonna be there.
Don't play with our feelings like that.
Jesus Christ.
At first you're like, bye.
Yeah, I can't wait to Red Dead 2. But not just that, I can't wait until Red Dead Redemption 2, mainly also because Bully 2 should be coming out soon.
We're offline.
We're offline? Fuck. Why?
Why is it offline? What happened?
No, it does that. If the stream goes on for too long, it just starts having problems for no reason. That's stupid, yes.
That's very stupid.
Tell me about it. I hate it so much.
That's lit. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Red, there's also Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal. There's a lot of games coming up this year. And I don't have any money.
There's the new Bethesda mobile game, Blades, I think.
Wait, oh man, it hasn't been charging this whole time.
Does that one not work?
Apparently not. I'm gonna try these two.
It probably doesn't work. They got blown out, remember?
Mm-hmm. It's good to still try.
Shit.
Alright, give me a second. Entertain masses.
Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can't see the chat right now. Everything is frozen. There is a running low sign in front of everything. I am dancing, 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 dancing. I don't know what John is doing. He has a power strip. He will unplug that thing, and then we'll plug it in, and then we'll do some other plugging in things. He's taking the wire now, and no, he's stepping over. He's taking the plug out. Now he's walking over, and then he's going that way. And he is very annoyed, and he's plugging in, and then he's going there, and we're back at 9.
I'm with you right now. I'm with you right now. Palady Pony. Make it stop. Stop it. Christ. Oh my god.
Yes, we are in a new apartment. Is this no, this
No, we had like 2 other live streams.
Yeah, okay. Well, Rose Lips then yeah, this is technically still we've only been here like a month, right?
Yeah. Month and a half.
That's been
Yeah, we're in week 7. And we got here during when the quarter started. Around that.
No, we had to move here before the quarter started.
Okay.
Cause
so that just further shows that we're in week 7, man. So yeah, just goes to show. Yeah, it has been that long. Sing that funky music, white boy.
Okay.
Okay. The Skyrim mobile game. Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's called Blades or something. Like pre-ordered for it because it's gonna be free, and it looks really cool, and it's gonna have procedural dungeons and shit. But I think it's just like a playtest for Bethesda and Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Because I think their new system is gonna be procedural dungeons, so that every player's experience will be different and a whole bunch of all that. I think I just want Elder Scrolls 6 to be cool.
I just want Elder Scrolls 6 to be cool too, but I don't want your fucking goddamn bullshit, fucking procedurally generated horseshit. I want well constructed, well made, pretty good to the eye.
There's always going to be those, pre-made things that are going to be amazing, but for things like miscellaneous side quests, things that don't really matter.
Okay, fine. Because that's what made me like Persona 5 way more than the other Persona games. Because in the other Persona games, when we went to the dungeons, they were all procedurally generated dungeon mapping and stuff like that, which kind of just did not add to any of the personality of all the places you went through. It was kind of like a long loading segment until you got to the actual cool looking boss and stuff like that. Persona 5, they made their whole dungeons unique and specific, and I love that. So I'm happy they're only doing it like small stuff like that. That's good.
Well, I mean, we don't really know.
Just know that
it could just be for the Blades game.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that it's like a playtest to be implemented in 6.
All right.
So, anyway, we have missed a lot of things.
Yeah, we have. Damn, we don't usually have 10 people watching at this point. It's usually up to like 7. I'm disappointed. Leave.
Should I scroll back up? And
I don't know. You mean go boy?
I think they're talking about sing that funky music, white boy.
Okay. Jealous, funny action movie, animation, chance to I forget. Give it a chance. When I regret it.
What?
Julif.
What?
Do Push Book 1, Julif.
What?
Roman. Torres.
Where?
Third one.
Third? Oh, okay.
Jeez.
I'm like, where are you reading all this? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's just starting to become like not good. I find more respect in something that's well crafted and something that's interesting to look at.
Okay, well, I'm taking off my glasses. They're getting too messy. I need special stuff. So you're the only one who can read chat now, because now everything from here in front of me is blurry.
Oh, great. Perfect. I got this done.
Yep. Read that one blur right there.
Gotcha. Josh, why do you think that John is so much better than you in every way? Oh, wow, thanks.
It's probably because he has the power of the afro and 2D animation.
Yes. Next question. When are you gonna give John that $100 you owe him?
When I get paid.
Oh, great. I'll hold you to that. Oh, man. Thanks, Paladin Pony. I needed that. You needed some reminding. Thanks.
Well, what about that one right there? I can't quite make it up.
Man. Boy, howdy. I would like it if John...
Boy, howdy.
Yeah, man. These people, they have very colorful language,
Okay.
Boy, howdy. Wouldn't it be amazing if Goat could go and get John some more cans of Coke? I'm only guessing that he's out right now. It's like, yes, I am. Man, it would be great if he could do that for a bro.
You mean like go to 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell that to my $1.36 in the bank.
Tell that to my $2.62 in my wallet. First, you thought the chat messages were real because they are real.
What are you talking about? They definitely are real. I can see them all right there.
Yeah,
they're all blurry and just kind of like lines
Mm-hmm.
and I can't really see anyone's names, but they're there. And I'm trusting John entirely to make sure that he is not lying.
Yeah.
And I know that John, because he is one of my best buddies, that he would never lie to me.
Yeah, never. Either way, since chat has fallen down to a very slow pace, I think it's about time we end things off, because it's usually when we end things off.
Is it?
Yeah, and there's no one's bringing up any more topics for us to fucking rage about, like Chloe or fucking Gabe.
Rage about Gabe. Let it out.
No, I can't bitch about Gabe. I'm gonna bitch about Gabe after I kill Gabe. Right now, he's still alive in my save file. I need to kill his ass.
Why do you want to kill Gabe so bad?
Because he's a fucking retard who thinks he can put the moves on Clementine.
Oh, wait. Oh, I remember why now. So you can get one of my waifus back.
That too. Well, we can get your waifu back and still have Gabe alive.
Well, I don't like Gabe either. So
yeah, so Gabe is from Walking Dead Season 3. He's the quote-unquote son of one of the main character's brothers, and he's just a little shitbag. He isn't that bad to Chloe. I can tolerate him a little bit more, but he is still a shitbag.
Yeah, and he tries to put the move on Clementine, and that's a no-no.
At least he cares about other people. You mean those people that he's willing to just outright betray, being me, after I saved his ass from a crazy black guy with a gun?
Yeah.
It's like, I saved your life and because he was threatening you and Clementine. And you're gonna call me out on it, you little shit?
Yeah. Isn't that what you do?
No. Gabe couldn't handle Clementine, though. Yeah, Clementine would kick his shit in. Yeah. I'd make her kick his shit in, because next game, I get to control her ass, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, dude. What if you just kept Gabe in? So just so you can have Clementine kick his shit in.
I don't trust Telltale enough to have Gabe show up, and my immediate next choice isn't kick his shit in, alright? I'm expecting them to have like a scene where they see each other. They're like, "Oh my God, Gabe, you're here!" And then they hug, and it's like, if I see that, I will kill myself.
And then they hug, and then Clementine uses the knife that she pulled out a little bit and stabs him in the back.
I'd be good with that. But again, I'll never see Gabe again. Hey guys, have either of you seen The Room? And if yes, I have. He will never see The Room because he doesn't get why he should watch it. They had to be forced Gabe and Clementine ship of teenagers in the opposite sex. Yeah, I did not like that either. I'm like it's amazing how immediately when I saw Gabe interact one time with Clementine, I'm like, they're gonna push something with these two. I just know. And guess what? They fucking did. Like, why? Clementine's been through enough shit to know that she shouldn't be getting in a relationship with anybody, let alone a fucking beta male such as fucking Gabe.
She's like, I already have one baby that I'm worrying about.
Yeah.
I don't need my own. Jesus, fuck you. Goodbye.
Reasons to be romantically interested in each other. They have no chemistry. It's like Twilight and Flash. Yeah, no chemistry at all. Got a little shit nugget and a badass female that you built up thanks to an awesome black guy named Lee. Miss Lee.
I don't remember a black guy named Lee in My Little Pony. What?
What do you think about the characters in the new Walking Dead?
I know you're thinking something. Say it.
No. Which Walking Dead? Because there's the Telltale franchise. There's the Telltale franchise. There's the actual show. There's the other games that other creators make with their own spin on the universe. There's the comics.
There's a lot of Walking Dead.
There's a lot of Walking Dead. The only character I like is Jesus.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's fucking great. I love Jesus.
My friends call me Jesus.
Friends call me Jesus. I'm like, I fucking love you.
Didn't we make the joke like when we first saw him? It's like, oh my God, it's Jesus.
Yeah, like he looked like Jesus. It's the fact that he looked like Jesus and he calls himself Jesus. I'm like, this is perfect. This is the perfect character. Plus, he can fucking judo flip people, wall run kick things. Fucking badass. He shows up with Spartan armor and shit. Is Gabe the one that plays piano? No.
Who plays piano in The Walking Dead? And how would we know they play piano? There hasn't been a working piano in like years in that universe.
But Jesus is a hippie. No, Jesus is always a hippie.
Who cares if Jesus is a hippie?
As long as he kills people correctly, I approve. They should have used Jesus more in the season. Yeah, I was upset when he left.
I feel like they couldn't use Jesus more because he was kind of like an ex machina. Because he's just so great that.
And also, he's in the comics, so since he's in the comics, he can't really die in our game.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could literally do whatever he wants because he had plot armor up the ass.
He could literally just be Jesus. And that Doom guy is Jesus.
Okay, can you see my stuff? Question mark, because you have missed it 3 times. Trust me, man. You really have to like spam the shit like now. Do it now.
I can see your stuff. Well, not before because I can't read that, but I can read it now because I have glasses.
The one who plays the piano is Lois, I think. Yeah, I know Lois. She plays piano all the time in every episode of Green League. Doom guy is in fact Jesus. Oh yeah, I saw the Doom Eternal controversy. That's stupid. We're not going to talk about it.
Okay, we'll talk about it off stream.
Yeah, because
I don't know what it is.
Because I'm not going to get in a can of worms.
All right, fine. Is Gabe the one with the bow? No, Gabe is the one with the little shit face.
Yeah, the one you just want to punch, but the game won't allow you to.
Like here, I'm gonna make sure that we're doing the right name.
Gotcha. It's Gabe. It's fucking Gabe.
I'm pretty sure it's Gabe too. But just in case.
We have shit to do tomorrow. Their live stream tomorrow night. I got work until 4. Thankfully.
Yep. Yeah, it is definitely Gabe.
Yeah.
Just search out Walking Dead Gabe.
Yeah, Walking Dead Gabe. That's his first thing that pops up. His little shit face. Fucking. You feel like doing a live stream tomorrow? But you have work, don't you?
Yeah, I have work tomorrow.
Yeah,
we could do an afternoon.
Afternoon? I can't. I got work. Oh, I'm gonna be gone until 5.
Damn it, that's why.
And you leave. That's gonna be our fucking thing every Thursday. Every time I go to work, I show up. You're gone. I'm like, great. Well, happy I didn't forget my keys.
Well, we can't even do it on Friday because I work like all day on Friday.
Can't do it on Friday, so yeah, we're this is pretty much gonna be Wednesday's gonna be our thing because Wednesday is the only day he seems to be free at the moment.
Well, no, I have Saturday and Monday off.
Ah. Okay.
We could do it on Saturday.
I got work Saturday.
Good fuck.
This is fun. Time, please. One more time. Oh, if that's what you were talking about, React to Pinkovania, I'll think about it, but don't expect it to show up anytime soon, considering that me and my reaction schedule was fucking broken. Pinky Lovania, all I know about it is apparently like a Pinky fight in Undertale. A lot of people have been doing these fan-made Undertale fights.
Okay.
I have no idea how they make them, but hey, to each their own. Not alien immigrants. Yeah, that revolves around the controversy. Seen that show Gotham, season 4 is pretty good. I haven't watched any of like the DC/Marvel like live action shows. Gotham is a live action DC.
Is it?
Yeah. Set in Gotham, but you don't follow Batman, you follow someone else.
Oh.
And you see like other villains though.
That's weird.
It is weird. But apparently it's a good show. So there's also Daredevil, Arrow, Flash, those little series.
The good guys?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like the good guys as in they're on the good side of the law. I meant like the good characters.
Sweet goat with no glasses. Yeah, I thought you said that before, Rose Lips.
Goat with no glasses? Yeah, no, power up? What? I don't know. What do you mean power? I can't power up without glasses. If I power up, I might like walk into something.
Teenagers would act like Gabe if they were put in the Walking Dead universe. It's realistic. Most teenagers are shitty and immature until they reach the age of 17. Look, guys, I've never been in a zombie apocalypse, and I probably never will. But if there was a zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't act like a little shit to my fucking helpers. I would, in fact, either be scared shitless or be doing my best to contribute to not dying. Because literally anyone could get bit one time, and we're all fucked. Gabe, you're being a little shit, and I get it. You're a teenager with teenage angst. But goddamn it, lock it up. Because this is not the time or place for this sort of shit. All right?
Go over there behind the bush.
You are a liability. Clementine now turned into a teenager, and instead of being a little shitbag, she stops a fucking truck by dropping a goddamn tree on it. I haven't seen you do shit like that, Gabe. Kill a man in cold blood, by the way. Okay. It's our turn. Wasn't like Gabe as a teen. I wasn't like Gabe as a teen. I know some teens like Gabe, but I wouldn't see them act the exact same way during a zombie freaking apocalypse.
Yeah, when I was a teen, I was I just did martial arts and played video games.
I see. She did it again because you couldn't see it last time.
Oh.
Thank you for reading my message. No problem, I guess. I read it. I didn't think I'd actually have to give it a response, considering that's a reaction request. Most reaction requests would be like, okay, it's in my head. Hopefully I get to it. Me reassuring you that I know will not help the fact that you're still going to have to wait probably a long time for it to come out. Just know to look at my channel, and if it shows up, sweetness. If it doesn't, I'm probably being an idiot somewhere.
That or lazy.
Kind of correlate with what I was saying. Then the only superhero series you've seen is One Punch Man and My Hero Academia. Pretty much, yeah. One Punch Man and My Hero Academia are the only superhero shows that I've basically been watching.
Well, I mean, can't even watch One Punch Man other than just a season.
Yeah.
You can read like all of it.
Yeah, I'm still reading it, and the chapters that are coming out are great. Hate fucking Maroda dancing around the goddamn fucking greatest fights, but yeah, that's good. But yeah, character building and growth and whatever. Alright. Gotham's first season is a bit slow, but it gets better every season.
Oh, so it's like the opposite of the Arrow.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I think Gotham is about Bruce, but he's just before he becomes Batman.
So we follow a child?
I don't know. Because it's like, when do you think he became Batman? When he was 21, 28?
I don't know.
Because I never really thought about like the in between where he is a child and lost his parents to when he actually becomes Batman. And I think is Gotham supposed to be like that in between segment or no? Because I have no idea.
I don't know, because I've always thought of it as he was always trying to work towards being something like Batman. Because building the Batcave, learning all those things, that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I always thought
it just happened.
Yeah, like the next day he was training all the time.
Heard the cyberpunk controversy. Have not heard it, but I bet it's just stupid as you imply, because there's a lot of controversy going on, and they're really fucking stupid. Some of them are the fault of the controversy guys who sparked them, like EA. Like everyone can shit on EA because they're just fucking retarded nowadays. Cyberpunk is a game that was revealed off showcase during E3. It was a game that's in development for a long time, but it has like good fucking graphics and stuff like that. It really looks really good.
Is that the one where you can submit your own art and it becomes like street tags?
That's another game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another game. That's not. But they're around like the same kind of like, oh look, so much hype is around it because of all the development it's going through and such greatness. So you have Cyberpunk in that game. And apparently there's a controversy going in Cyberpunk, and there's a controversy going with Doom Eternal. Can't wait to tell you about that one.
Okay.
I think it's too late to start watching this DC Marvel series because it is a joke to have watch all of them going on. Controversy.
No, the thing that you have to watch everything to really understand what's going on is Marvel.
Yeah. And John, have you seen any? No, I have not seen the Attack on Titan. I stopped watching Attack on Titan after reading most of the manga, and I'm just not interested in the Titan universe anymore.
I stopped watching after like 5 minutes of the first episode.
Like that. Ghost just uses the glasses. I just watched the Donkey Kong versus Knuckles death battle, and I really don't agree with Donkey Kong winning. I feel like they nerfed Knuckles. Your thoughts on that? Well, here's the thing about death battle. They go on record on their Death of Death Battle live stream saying that they'll try to make a composite version of the character as much as possible so they can make sure to all the arguments around, well, this Knuckles fought this character and did this. They try to avoid that as much as possible, which is why they do like a composite, which is why you see Super Saiyan 4 with Goku, even though Super Saiyan 4 isn't canon.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe Goku would have won against Super Saiyan 4. They're trying to avoid that, which is weird because they then put Donkey Kong versus Knuckles, and they use Sonic X Knuckles with video game Knuckles, but not Archie Sonic Knuckles.
Well, that's because Archie Sonic Knuckles would be like God tier.
Yeah, Archie Sonic Knuckles would stomp Donkey Kong, but they're not going to use that because I think it'll be too much of a stomp, so they wanted to make it a fight. I will agree that in-game Knuckles probably can't take on like Donkey Kong Country Donkey Kong since he slapped the moon down to the ground and whatnot. But if you want like the most powerful version of Knuckles, then yeah, Knuckles wins, hands down. And which is why I believe again. Look, people took this the wrong way when I said Death Battle seems to take some request that makes it so that one verse isn't curb stomping a whole another verse because you have Mario versus Sonic won. You got Tails versus Luigi, Tails won. And then if you put Knuckles versus like Wario, Knuckles destroys Wario.
Yeah.
So you can't just have all the Sonic characters kicking the other Nintendo characters' asses like that. So it's like Donkey Kong, he's big, he's gruff, he's tough, he's slapped down the moon, he could probably take out fucking Knuckles. And I know they probably don't think like that. But I'm making myself believe like, yeah, this kind of balances things out. Type of deal. So it's like, there you go. I can't wait to see Big the Cat versus fucking Waluigi since they're both purple. In fact, they had that battle. in a community death battle. Waluigi won. Because, of course he does. What?
Big the Cat versus Waluigi.
Yeah, Waluigi destroys. He beat Bowser with one kick. Anyway.
Alright, sure, why not?
Okay.
That doesn't sound like Waluigi.
But I will say, again, if they want the most powerful version of Knuckles, then Knuckles will destroy Donkey Kong. But if they're just going to use the in-game Knuckles, then I can see how he would be able to lose. But again, I think it's mainly that to balance things out. I don't really believe that. I'm just saying it to make myself feel better because it's a really dumb matchup. Gotham doesn't really have a main character. It shows the perspective of many characters and shows them all along their journeys to become who they are. Bruce finally becomes Batman. Okay, there you go.
Neat.
All right.
And if Cyberpunk is being made by the same people who made the Witcher series, then it's gonna be a good.
It's gonna be a good game.
I mean, Witcher 1 was an adventure. Oh boy, was that an adventure!
Yeah. Do you think White Diamond will try to remove Pink's gem from Steven?
No.
Why would she? The only reason why I'm saying no is because I don't understand why she would do that. It's like I need to see motive. And the only plausible scenario I can think of is that she looks at Pink, she looks at Steven, doesn't see Pink, but only sees like Steven, and that's it. Sees that Pink actually never died and is in fact just in stasis inside the gem, and removes it from Steven. Steven dies, but Pink Diamond gets reformed immediately after being removed from Steven. Like the only way to get Pink Diamond back is if Steven dies.
Probably.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me, but again, that's a very specific scenario that I do not see happening. I would find it interesting how they're just going to kill off Steven like that, but seeing that the show is called Steven Universe, I don't think he's going to die. Greg died, however.
With Steven Universe, Steve dies.
Greg Universe.
Next episode, it's just Greg Universe.
Awesome. The Wrench movie, it takes place on the series. It's self-contained. Okay. Well, gotta go. This is fun. Thank you, guys. No problem. Does Big the Cat even have any fighting abilities? He can cast lure.
He could probably whack you with a fishing pole.
And whack you with a umbrella. He can also probably sit on you. I mean,
he could definitely sit on Waluigi.
He can fight. He can surely fight because he was in Sonic Heroes and he was a power character, so he's the powerhouse of the group. Steven is not Pink. Like she finds out Steven is not Pink. Honestly, considering that White Diamond just said, "Pink, there you are. Hi there, Starlight. Look at you. You've done some shit. Go to your room."
You're grounded. Now where was I?
All right, standing, looking majestic as fuck. There's people who are still upset with the whole PD being Rose. Why? I think it was pretty obvious for a lot of people, especially me.
Why are people still upset about that?
Because they feel like that she's a villain now because she was doing sort of things and how they don't like it. And it's just a whole bunch of dumb reasons that really make no sense in the long scheme of things.
But that's the point.
Yeah. She's she's incredibly great. Like, incredibly great character. And they're just upset that she's not white or black.
Alright.
It makes them think too much, I guess. Which
sure
should be a good thing, but whatever. Yeah, I recommend Gotham at least. Kind of dropped off after that. You do not like any Chloe, Miraculous Ladybug?
Well, isn't Chloe the one that like gets kidnapped all the time and then just whines about it?
It's true. There's so many characters named. There's apparently 2 characters named Chloe that I utterly despise. But here's the thing: I like Miraculous Ladybug Chloe a little bit better than our Chloe because she relishes in the fact that she's a bitch and she knows she's a bitch. Chloe in Life is Strange is trying to be the victim, while Chloe in Miraculous Ladybug knows she's a bitch.
So she's like, well, if I'm a bitch, then...
I'm just gonna live it up, man. My goddamn dad's the goddamn mayor. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna be a real bitch. Like, I respect that. I respect that Chloe. I hate her, but I respect her. I neither like nor respect the Chloe in wow, I almost keep saying Walking Dead. Life is Strange. So now you know my thought process.
Dude, read that last one.
Damn, imagine how devastating it would be when Pink reformed, knowing that her son is dead and it's fault, and WD doesn't even care. I'd write it.
Yeah, you would,
mm-hmm.
And that's what's kind of shocking, because. But do imagine that.
Yeah.
That's some pretty fucked up shit.
She comes back, and for the first time in the entire series, we get to see Pink Diamond. It's not in flashback, and it's when she sees her son dead, and it's done by one of the bitches that did it. One of her sisters that did it.
Well, damn.
Dude, yes, I would write that. I would write the shit out of that. They better fucking do that now, or I will give the show a 9 out of 10.
I mean, don't you already give it a 9 out of 10?
8.9 out of 10.
Wait, it went down.
Yeah, I think.
What?
Steven will not die if his gem is removed. Steven is his own person. No, he does not. He may be his own person in mind and spirit, but when it comes to his heart, that thing's connected to that gem that's living inside of him.
Somehow.
Just imagine it. They removed the gem and then nothing's wrong. That's stupid, in my opinion. I'm not calling you stupid for thinking like that. I'm calling it like the concept. If that's true, and if they remove that gem, and he's just perfectly fine, and in fact, his belly button just reforms into a regular belly button, and he just have the gem out now. It's like, what's the point then? What's the fucking point of having it be this huge plot point, along with it being kind of teased?
And then Rose can't even reform because it's still connected to Steven spiritually or mentally or whatever.
It's like it would.
So now he just has a fucking portable gem. He can leave it home and be like, oh shit, I didn't bring my gem.
Yeah, it shows another level of mortality that Steven just has. He has 2 weaknesses: the fact that he's a human, and the fact that he can also be shattered. He has a glaring weakness, and the fact that he's just weak at being human.
There must be someone in SU who is unredeemable. Yeah, it's that one tiny bitch.
Yeah,
with the teardrop.
With the teardrop. She doesn't seem to be reforming anytime soon.
What about, is it Emerald? The one ship captain that was chasing Lars?
Emerald, yeah. Emerald was chasing Lars. So I don't really count her since she only has 1 episode to her name, and not even a whole episode. Just like fucking brief appearance.
I know.
We're going for characters that have showed up. We're antagonistic.
The one that was in charge of the zoo.
The one that was in charge of the zoo?
Yeah, with the stupid hair.
Oh, you mean the other blue bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not blue bitches.
Yeah. What's up with them not liking blue people? Sapphire, come on, you don't be like that's supposed to be like ghost and betrayal incoming. They must Steven's pacifist view should be challenged. That is true. They should be challenged, but right now I don't think White Diamond's gonna do that. Yeah. I can see her trying, failing miserably.
What is your opinion on Voltron Season 7?
I don't know which fucking season exactly, if it's the most recent one, but it's fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, I found it weird how the final villain just kind of popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, we hated that. Just like, hey, we got through saving Earth and beating a guy. Let's just have a giant robot with no explanation or anything. We don't know who sent it. And then, by the way, the ship that we just meant to be a ship is also now a giant robot.
Yeah. Because I have a special connection with technology.
Yeah. And also have it be just completely butt-fucked by the random shit that comes down. Basically being like a power scaling kind of thing. It's like, yeah, look at that shit. see how powerful this thing is, and then also being reprimanded by something I will not say because spoilers. But yes, it was good. Just found the ending to be kind of weirdly rushed.
I like how you say that one small detail we won't say because of spoilers, yet we give the entire other part of the ending.
Yeah, because they clearly wanted to make that like the biggest, oh my god, because that's what they're ending it off on. So I'll save that, but with everything else, just like you have to experience it to actually understand exactly what we mean by it turns into a giant robot. What does a giant robot look like? Is it like the size of a mountain? Sure, why not?
Maybe.
No, it's way bigger. Anyway,
it's like 2 foot bigger than Voltron.
Yeah, sure. Just imagine how much hate she would feel for if you did guns. So, way too powerful. It's like marrying her out. He loses his powers and his mom comes back, but see him dying. He loses his powers and his mom comes back. Again, for me, it would just defeat the purpose of having it be a plot point to begin with.
Yeah.
It's just like, if he just loses his powers and it's like, man, damn it, just think, out of all this time, after every single season that went by, if one person just fucking yanked it out, you'd be perfectly fine. You just have Rose back.
Jamie? Who the heck is Jamie?
Jamie?
Yeah, well, what?
I wonder what plans they have for Jamie.
Who's Jamie?
Jamie from who? Oh, I think it's Jamie from Voltron. Is it Jamie from Voltron? I know there's probably a Jamie from Voltron.
Jamie and Voltron? I don't need to remember.
Okay, I'm gonna go with names. Would say Steven Universe is worth watching. I tried watching it before once, and I just see Steven's voice. I just turned off because I don't like the design. Find his voice annoying. Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to try to either power through or see his character for what it is. Because when it comes to a lot of characters, if they have a very annoying voice, I can understand you not liking the character. But I'd at least give their actual character a try. Because he sounds like a character that would just be utterly annoying and useless to a lot of degree, but later down in the season, he becomes an actual man, sort of.
Jamie is not a character in Voltron.
So what is Jamie from?
I don't know.
Used to it. That's kind of entertaining.
Is there a Jamie in Steven Universe? Yes. The mailman.
Yes.
Jamie the mailman, the one that wants to be an actor.
Oh, him. Yeah, he's such a forgettable character. Yeah. Just as we figure it out, you say it, peace of mind. Just as you figure it out, it's like Jesus Christ.
Just like Jamie.
I don't know what they have in store for him because they haven't done anything with him. So.
Yeah. Well, Jamie obviously realized that Garnet is not meant for him because she's married to herself.
I thought you were gonna say because she's made up of 2 children, but sure.
I'm not that much of a creep.
Sure. What? All that from G1
Hold on.
That's something I like.
No, hold the phone. What do you mean by sure in that stupid glare that you gave?
Stupid glare. What are you talking about? Anyway, Gen 1 Voltron. I didn't really get into Gen 1 Voltron, mostly because Pidge kind of pissed me off.
I didn't know it existed until this Voltron came to be, and I was like, oh, hey, this is a thing?
Mm-hmm. Happy they changed Pidge from a boy to a girl. Very more interesting character. Agreed.
There's an audio drama made by Muse Script called The Heart Shell. Its base is around the MLP episode Tanks for the Memories. Tanks for the Memories? There are tanks?
Gosh, tank is tortoise.
I'll just see myself out.
Yeah, you forgot. How'd you fucking forget about Tank the Tortoise? He's the best goddamn pet. But that's nice, by the way. But what the fuck, man? Seriously, don't. What the fuck? Why? Fucking solid snaking over. Alright. I agree. He's. As Ladybug, which episode are you on? I am on an episode that is apparently nearing. People have been asking me, "Hey, who do you think is gonna get other Miraculousii or whatever?" I've already guessed. You know, just to fuck with me, they're gonna give one to Chloe, and just to finally say, you know what, they should have done this a long time ago. Give one to Marinette's friend. I forgot her name, but she has the glasses and stuff and the mole. and stuff. I'm pretty sure she's gonna get one. If I had to guess which one, it would probably either be the yellow one or the fox one. And something along the lines of someone else. But I just know it's gonna be her and Chloe. They just want to mess with me. They even might stop Chloe from fucking up the world. Tolerable voice. I'd say just give. Hey, we're not forcing you. We're just saying, hey, I just find this voice to be okay. Stuff. It gets better for me for the upcoming seasons because of the lore bits. That's pretty much it. No one has fourth wall jokes and as many has. No one has as many fourth wall jokes as Chowder. Yeah, no one. Chowder is like the king of fourth wall breaking.
Apparently, people think that Gen 1 Voltron is better than the reboot.
Gen 1 Voltron is such an embarrassment. It's just meme-worthy and stuff. I can't believe. You say it's better than the reboot. It's clearly just nostalgic bias. How could you have nostalgia of something so bad? I mean, it's not
like Pokemon. Everyone, as a kid, loved the first series, and now when you watch it back, you're like, oh man,
yeah,
this is pretty bad.
Yeah, look, the only thing I liked in Gen 1 Voltron was like the transformation sequence into Voltron, but that's about it.
I didn't like. I've looked up pictures of it. I never really watched any of it, and man, do I not like the art.
Yeah. It is. It's really part of those old days, man. And I'm pretty sure they are trolling you if you really find a person who says that this masterpiece of Voltron is worse than the shit show that is Gen 1 Voltron. It's like saying Generation 4 is far inferior to Generation 1 of MLP, which is not true. Look, I'm a lover of Generation 1, but I can say that there's nothing compared to what Generation 4 has brought me.
I mean, you could, but you'd be a big liar.
I do find T-Rex to be amazing. I like the fact that Smooth was actually, a villain and not some dopey looking guy. Discord friend.
Wasn't he the blob monster?
Yeah, he was the blob monster.
How can that be a villain? All he does is go around and be a blob.
Are you talking about Generation 4 or Generation 1?
4.
He can be a villain because he absorbs magic and absorbs anything, actually. Absorbs shiny things, mostly. And he becomes so big and unstable that he even shuts off princess magic.
Oh.
So
I just remember him being a blob.
Yeah.
And then Tree Hugger or whatever was just like...
Yeah, you can soothe the beast with his native tongue.
Fucking whatever she did, I think it was stupid.
Either way, it was Discord who's the one who really saved the day anyway, so.
What about the puppet dimension?
The puppet dimension was awesome.
I want to see it.
Let's see it again. Okay.
An entire episode in the puppet dimension.
Puppet Pals.
Harry Potter puppet pals.
Oh, God. No. Just the voice. Makes sense. Like, I understand like the reboot itself, but saying that the original was better, opinions are one thing, but come on. Oh, that shit goes through.
Opinions, you can have your opinions, as long as they don't get out of hand.
Yeah. Ever see the, yes, I have. Sand versus Bill Cipher, even though the outcome was utterly obvious to fucking everyone.
We have a Sammy fourth wall breaker.
Versus a god. Man. A skeleton with bones and a semi-fourth wall break. God. Granted, this god got beat by a bunch of children, but hey.
Well,
so did Sans.
Okay, well, those children are both demigods, and when you put them both together, you make one god. So therefore, Bill Cipher was killed by a god.
You're gonna tell me Mabel and Dipper were demigods?
Yes. They have luck manipulation.
It's called plot armor, and that's completely different from luck manipulation.
What are you talking about?
Even though it's exactly the same.
It is luck manipulation because everything always went right for them, except when Dipper wanted to get with
someone who's clearly not way above his age grade. Yeah.
It was Wendy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always remember because she has red hair, and I think Wendy's.
Damn it! I want Wendy's.
I want Wendy's too, but we're broke, and we don't have a car.
When does Wendy's close?
Well, the inside closes at like 11 to 12, but the drive-thru stays open until 2. We don't have a car.
I'll be right back.
Oh God.
Do we have a crowbar?
No, we do not have a crowbar, Josh.
Do we have a baseball bat?
No, we do not have a baseball bat.
Do we have any pliers?
No pliers.
Do we have any metal hooks?
No.
How about a brick?
Yep. No.
Heavy solid objects.
No. No, I'm gonna let you use.
Do we have anything that can be used as a leverage?
Tristan. Josh.
Hold on.
All right, I'll just continue reading chat, I guess. Bill Cipher got killed by a mortal. How unfortunate. One thing that pissed me off with Gravity Falls is that we're a lot of different Mabel parents. I seen him interact with. Yeah, Ford is dead. Yeah. Oh, I like that too. You never answered my question in your last live stream. It was Futaba best waifu. Futaba is best waifu because she is an adorable inkling girl who deserves your attention and only wants you to love her and pat her heads. And deserves head pats. That is why.
Wait, who deserves head pats?
Makoto.
Which one is that?
The one with the motorbike persona.
Right. Nah.
How dare you? She's a gruff, tough woman who deserves
She deserves pats on the back.
Pats on the back. Sure.
Which is like a step down from head pats.
Sure. We didn't even get to see his sister react to Stanford still being alive. You ever tell Dipper and Mabel's mom and Stanford isn't dead? That's something that needs to know. Yeah, there's a lot of things they could have done, but they didn't. So we just kind of have to deal with it, use our imagination, and go to fan fiction. It was a crime that they never changed the intro. To add, well, yeah, that's the one thing about Voltron that we, as a community, can all agree is stupid. How they don't change the freaking intro once. Granted. Josh, did they change the intro to Avatar: The Last Airbender? No, right?
Yes.
They did?
Very minorly. And I believe the first few episodes, when it was like panning out to be like, and I believe we could save the world or some shit, he wouldn't be there. Then afterwards he was. And then there were some other minor things that I forget what they changed.
Basically, what we're saying is, unless it's like really small, they're not gonna change the intro. That's that animation studio for you. It sucks, we know, and it's stupid, but you just have to deal with that. It's really dumb. She's a strong whammon, John. I know. I'm all about them strong whammons. I'm not trying to push for my story, but I've written some pretty strong whammon myself. I didn't write them to be strong women on purpose. I write them to be strong women because it just happened to be strong women depending on how their situation is just being handled. That's how I write my characters. I don't plan most of the stuff out. I just put them in a scenario and I just let their character be their character. And whatever they do, sweet. I'm not going to intentionally write in a strong, gruff, big, burly woman with little to no personality or background to just one-shot all her opponents because she can. I'm going to give some nuance to that shit, damn it. I don't care who you are, whammon or mannin. You have weakness, damn it. I still miss the old. Yeah, I miss the old Steven Universe intro. It was had a nice charm to it. It's a little upbeat feeling that they got with this new one going on. I was expecting them to change it a while ago. You seen Sam's Twisted Bill video? It was wrecked. I don't remember. What did you do?
Well, I asked Tristan if he wanted to go to one, he said no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said no. It's 28.
Yeah, but he's normally fine at this time. He stays up till like 3.
Like, who's gonna pay? Tristan.
Duh.
What, you don't have anything else you can like cook or something? You want me to make beans? I can make beans.
The only thing that I have to cook is a singular burger, a pound of meat, and a half a link of cheese sausage, apparently, and another thing of rice.
Want to make another thing with the other link with some ground up meat?
What?
I don't know. You're hungry. I'm trying to help you. You planning on getting to updating your reacts to Rick and Morty anytime soon? Haha, you guys are gonna hate me when I do it, but yeah, you're gonna despise me, and you're
Dude, your IQ is gonna like skyrocket once you watch Rick and Morty.
Dude, I'm done with that fucking joke. Right? You don't have to be smart to watch fucking Rick and Morty. Alright, if it's a good show, I'll watch it.
Oh look, the piece of mine made the joke too.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ. Stop this fucking joke.
See, I swear he said strong lemons too.
Lemons?
Yeah, when you say strong lemons.
I do put some strong lemons in my stories as well. They know how to fuck up people with their eyes.
I honestly thought that.
Which is your favorite character for Class 1A? Mineta. I was wondering how long you could go laughing. But yeah, Mineta.
Realm Breakers channel on Sundays, they stream Warframe. I don't really like to watch people play Warframe because I've pretty much done everything there is to do in it. So why watch someone else do what I could easily do myself?
Yeah, he's more of a hands-on kind of guy. The only thing that he'll watch revolving around Warframe is fast frames because it's just fast and fun.
Well, I like to watch the community stuff because
that's community stuff.
Like that's all memes and things, and I also like to watch dev streams and prime time because that's the creators fucking around.
What characters do you hope to see in MLP Generation 5? Derpy, and Derpy. Sure, Derpy's not in there. I will fucking flip a bitch.
I would like to see the Chrysalis. She's neat. Sombra, more than just clouds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Mineta, he gets a lot of shit, but he actually has one of the most overpowered quirks in the entire face of the anime. People don't seem to realize that. They think he's a weak little shit. Granted, he looks like a weak little shit, but he's more powerful than you think. Okay? And Mineta, show of hands, or well, show of agreement. Show of agreement if you believe that Mineta would have been better suited to be a girl, but still with the same personality traits, but towards men. I'm not trying to do a double standard here. This is like, I'm not trying to be that guy who's like, oh well, you have a guy who pervs over women. Why can't we also like a girl who pervs on men? I'm not trying to be like that. I just think it will just fit better because right now, in a lot of anime, when you have a character like Master Roshi, Jiraiya, when they act like perverts, immediately afterwards they get punched in the face or something along the lines where they just get hurt intensely. But Mineta, other than Froppy, he doesn't really get hurt by anybody.
And
that kind of breaks the stereotype of how that works, especially with Momo. Momo just kind of takes it. It's just weird.
She has a secret crush.
That's what I'm expecting, but I know people are gonna deny that. But
because who the fuck could like Mineta?
Yeah, she doesn't seem to like Mineta. She just tolerates him because she can't seem to get away from him.
She knows that if she tries to punch him, he will just wave his head around so that she gets stuck to his hair.
Yeah, because in a lot of cases, what turns into just overly creepy turns into manically adorable if Mineta was a girl. Because there's a comic that shows that exact thing, and we talked to some people in the class, and just like, yeah, this is a lot more tolerable because it's cute.
To me, when I think
and Mineta, it's different.
When I think Mineta turned into a girl, I think the exact same thing, the exact same faces, and it's like, it's not any better, just at all.
It's actually quite. I liked it. Apparently, 3 other people in my class liked it. It's like that's just that then. But yeah, actually, character and just the character development. I think almost everyone, aside from Pride Rockhead, Sugar Rush Man, and Mineta, got character development throughout the entirety. And I've been reading the manga.
Pride Rockhead.
Yeah, I should talk to animals. There's a rock for a head. There's a mountain.
It's the fact that you just
he only shows up.
Pride Rockhead.
He only shows up once in the animatic, only because I did not want to draw his face.
If you get any pet, what would you get? I can answer this for you, John. A cat.
Yes.
I would get a dog. Probably a German Shepherd. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah, totally. I got 2. Gen 5. Would you be Fluttershy's new partner in Gen 5? What do you mean by partner? I don't know. I'd be a rabbit. No, I'd be a cat. I'd knock over all of her shit. Because of cats do.
Probably be a goat. Headbutt everyone in the head. Oh, damn it. Better than the shins. Maybe the kneecaps.
Damn it.
I'll break their legs.
Very funny. Go shoot. Now they're just recommending that you at least hear their stuff out because they're funny.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, he's that guy. If he doesn't want it, he's probably not gonna. If you want to see good Flash animation is one of the best in the world. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I got work tomorrow. Good thing I don't have to get there until 11. But knowing me, I'm still going to wake up at 6 and go.
This is quite the dilemma.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make more of that rice stuff?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to. I mean, like, because I know you're hungry because you want Rendies and I'm hungry.
Yes, I want Rendies.
I want Rendies. You want Rendies. We've been talking for 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Wait, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Chat's been slowing down. Still got 10 people, which is still shocking to me.
How?
I don't usually ever have double digits at the 2 hour and 40 minute mark. Ever.
This doesn't make any sense.
I'm confused. And it looks like the chat has stopped. It looks like they ran out of stuff to say. Look, that's 9. All right, I think that's the indication that we leave.
One person was like, "Oh, you don't want any double dip, okay?"
Yeah, we're good. I think that's about it. What time is it for us? 12:37.
Closer to your work? No, we literally moved up a floor and down the hall.
Yeah, that's it.
It is 12:37 here.
Yeah, 12:37 here. So you're 1 hour ahead of us. You time traveler, you. New Fluttershy in Discord. I don't know. It's like the only thing that comes up to mind is like if Discord's not going to be in Generation 5, which would break my fucking heart, then I don't know. Does Fluttershy need to have a partner?
Not everyone has a partner. Not everyone has a partner in the current one, do they?
The current one, no. Like the only quote unquote partners are their pets, technically. And I can't even count that because we haven't seen Aloysius for like fucking years. I think Aloysius is dead.
The only one that we constantly see is that one fucking rabbit.
That's Angel Bunny.
Angel Bunny.
And then you got Renona, who's the dog. And then you have
that cat.
The cat, Opal, I think. Yeah, I think it's Opal. Yep, Opal. Then you have Tank, who's the best pet, and I will fight you on that. And Pinkie Pie has Gummy, who is second best pet.
He is definitely the smartest.
Yes, he is the smartest of them all. Period. Not even in pet terms, just in general.
Just everyone. He will outthink anybody in existence because he constantly contemplates existence.
I love that so much. All right. Physically strong. His power is good. Mineta doesn't have. Yeah. I mean, he beat Midnight, did he not? Sure, he had some help due to Tate from Tate Guy, Cellophane, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself. But in the end, he still beat Midnight in a real one-on-one fight. And he also, his head great ball things are strong enough to hold down All Might. So I'm still looking for how Mineta's supposed to be not powerful.
It's the fact that he's a fucking scaredy little shrimp.
Okay, he'll get over that sooner or later. Maybe. I see that the hero licensing exam is going on in the anime. I would watch that, but I already know everything that's going to happen, so I'm not watching
it. From what I remember of a singular post, there was apparently a time where literally all of Class 1A would not have passed some sort of exam because Mineta threw his balls fucking everywhere.
What are you talking about?
Oh, there was some post that I remember that there was just Mineta's balls everywhere, and like all the other heroes were just like, "What the fuck is all this shit?" And then like all of 1A is just perfectly unharmed. What? And it was definitely in the anime, so
what? If you give me the scenario, you just see Mineta's fucking ball head things all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place, and then like other heroes are just stuck to them. But then like other 1A students are just like, man, good thing we had you around.
Yeah, see, I think that is during the heroes licensing exam, I guess, because they all use their powers, their best their abilities to be with each other. I think Mineta did that then.
Of course it was Mineta that threw his fucking... What, did you think that...
Someone else took his balls and threw them, yes.
Of course. That's definitely how that works.
I do not time travel. I travel through realms. I am a planeswalker.
Have you thought about doing live stream reactions?
Live stream reactions? That's the only problem. What do I react to that won't immediately have YouTube say copyright strike?
My dancing skills.
No. It's like, I want to do reactions to, like, various shows, but those shows can immediately take down my channel if I'm doing stuff like that. And there's, like, fan-made stuff, but again, I have the problem of maybe the creator doesn't want people to react to their stuff like that, or something on the lines that I hate going in that scenario, having that scenario bring up. Like that like that Frisk versus Metaton thing that I saw. Later, peace of mind. But yeah, if anything, we're almost done here. Is everyone done? And by the way, the whole Manila would be spam thought. I mean, like, you can say that for every anime character in general. Because, as we all know, if she breathes, she's a thought.
All women are queens.
If she breathes, she's a thought. So
all women are queens.
If she breathes, she's a thought. All right. So it doesn't matter about Mineta and her personality if she was a girl. All right. All the girls in My Hero Academia are thoughts. All of them, because they all breathe. Kurata, however, is not a thought because she does not breathe.
Queens, all of them.
Thoughts, all of them. Okay. So, fight!
I would win.
The only thing that goes on in my head right now is just the Gravity Falls fucking Grunkle Stan.
I think of the Rooster Teeth thing where they just have fucking cardboard cutouts. They're just like fight, and then they just kind of break it down.
Well, this is about your last chances to get whatever it is that you want to access out before we end up this stream and probably get started on another one. What time do you want to do these?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know clock.
Yeah, double check for me, and then send me a link.
Who is MuseScript?
Probably a content creator, be a MLP content creator or something like that.
Huh.
And send me a link via. Just send it via private message or something. I'll check it. Or send it on my DeviantArt, because I apparently get notifications like that easier.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a little tab that pops up. While YouTube doesn't tell me jack shit until I actually consciously pick it.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is. Or an unshell fanfiction about Chris. Here's my Torios' bird. The only fanfiction that I came up with was Under Brothers. And
what's Under Brothers?
Under Brothers is a fanfiction that I had in my head for a long time, revolving around Papyrus and Sans being humans, and they both fell down into the mountain
and died instantly.
No, then they go out to the adventure together. Oh. And then you have Frisk and Chara being the two quote unquote skeleton people. Well, Chara being the jokey kitty one, but
why wouldn't it be Papyrus going around and then Sans is the weird spirit monster that's inside you?
No. I just wanted to have the dynamic of Papyrus doing the more peaceful route because he's always a peaceful fucking dude. And then you have Sans about to resort to violence because he believes that Papyrus would get hurt if he continues to try to go the peaceful route. Which would make sense because that's exactly what he fucking does. And I like the dynamic. Especially when it comes down to what Wowie does. So, I don't know if I'm ever going to write it down or make it like a little comic of it, but it's good just being in my head for now.
Bye, Rose.
Bye, Rose.
Gen 5 discussion? What else is there to discuss about it? Will Celestia and Luna be in there? Will we have the glorious moon and sun butt?
Video output low. Yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna have to. Sorry, and the things off. And no, we have not watched Castlevania. He watched Troll Hunters. I'm not watching that shit. And the Cartoon Kitty. I've not watched it.
Wait, you're not watching Troll Hunters?
No.
Why not?
Stupid.
How is it stupid?
Stupid.
How is it stupid?
It's stupid.
How is it stupid?
Because I watched the video and it said it was stupid, and I agree.
Well, you haven't seen any of the Troll Hunters.
I am that guy on the internet who can't forge an opinion for himself.
Okay, fine. Then listen to me. Troll Hunters is good.
What makes it good?
The fact that it's kind of like a Batman story, where if he gets discovered, then his entire life is ruined. But it's actually not. Everyone's just kind of like, oh, that's kind of neat. Newfound respect for you, man. Literally, if anyone found out that Bruce Wayne was Batman, they'd just be like, except for the police force, they'd be like, put him in cuffs.
And then Bruce Wayne would be like, I bought the police station. Oh, I guess. I don't know why he doesn't fucking do that. I don't know why he doesn't just fucking own the police, say you're Batman, say you're all fired if you try to do something, and I'd be like, they fucking back off. That's what I would do. I don't want to lose my job. He's my fucking boss.
I mean, Iron Man does it.
Which is why I don't.
And they're pretty much the same fucking guy.
Which is why I like fucking Marvel better than fucking DC sometimes.
Like, he literally just came out.
I am Iron Man. Oh, alright.
Oh. Man, look at that. Okay, fine. If it's time to go, let's do the outro. Okay, bada boom.
Ow! We have people down below us. You're fucking insensitive jerk. I guess that's where we're ending things off, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully with more videos, and probably those videos only having maybe like 100 or 200 views. And if you can, spread the word about my animatics. I'm really proud of it, and I really find it to be good. You know what? Fuck it. Don't do that.
I'm dead.
Yeah, sure you are. Anyway, this is the Over the Universe. That's been a dying goat. See you next time. Bye. Well.